All right. Intro song goes hard, not gonna lie. I'm happy you like it. I love it a lot too. I am also just a big Street Fighter fan, so I just love hearing it. All right. Let me before I start. Okay. I think with that being said, let's go ahead and do this. Let me make sure I'm on live split. Let me also turn up my game a bit on my end. There we go. All right, here we go. All right. So I just had dogs on 207, which means that my next dog round is going to be on either 212 or 213. Starting off the round, and I already got a fire sale. But how are you doing today, Opith? And anybody else tuning in, I hope you guys are having a good day today. My favorite map on BO4, it's probably... It's hard to choose. It's between, between Blood of the Dead, Dead of the Night, and Ancient Evil. Those are like my 3 favorite maps in this game. It's hard to really like pinpoint like which one of those 3 are my favorite, because all 3 of those maps I mentioned are just really good maps. I think out of all the Ether maps, Blood of the Dead is easily my favorite. But the Chaos maps is a bit harder to decide on. It's either Dead of the Night or Ancient Evil, because both of those maps are really nice. I hate Blood of the Dead only because of the Easter egg. That's completely fair. The Easter egg is definitely a challenge. Especially if you're doing it by yourself. It is a challenging Easter egg. There are just some parts of it that are very annoying to do if you're playing solo. It's not too bad if you do it co-op, but it's definitely like a harder experience if you're doing it solo. So I can understand. Some people will rate a map based on its Easter egg, and some people will rate a map based on its high round, or just overall features if they are like a casual zombies player. So yeah, if you don't like the map because of its Easter egg, you know, that's completely fair. That's completely fair. So I got a fire sale. I don't know what my other drops are. I will go ahead and pop Arsenal right now.
You don't have a head anymore. Y'all picked on the wrong Marine.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get past the Blood of the Dead Easter egg on my first go. I did the Blood of the Dead Easter egg for the very first time 4 years ago, around this point in time. Around like the end of 2021 is when I first did it. And it took me a few tries, but I managed to get through it. Every Easter egg in this game I've done solo. I haven't done any co-op Easter eggs since Black Ops 2. Every other Easter egg I've done solo. Alright, I got my overkill. Yeah, that was risking it. I should have just thrown it. I tried to do it, again, I need to, like, not do that. Like, try to throw out overkill, like, when you have, like, a pixel left. I need to stop doing that. I will take advantage of this, though.
I ain't ever backing down.
Hell? That sucks because I might accidentally pick that up. I'm glad I got the full power, but there's a chance I might accidentally pick it up when I don't want it yet.
That's how I roll.
I'll read your message in just a second, Opif. I gotta kind of focus during these insta-kill power-ups. Oh, I got it. What's your top 3 maps of all time? That's also a really hard one for me to decide on, Opif. There's just so many maps, like, I'm already, like, pretty indecisive, because there's so many maps throughout the games that I like, so pinpointing, like, a top 3 for me is, like, not easy for me to do. But definitely, like, some of the maps on BO4 are on my, like, I would easily put, maybe I could, actually. Maybe I actually could make a top 3. I have to, like, give it some thought, though. That was risky. I played it like the last pixel again. Top 3 maps of all time, huh? I would say probably Moon.
Ooh, I'm good
If I had to, like, really think about it, I'd probably say Moon. I'm gonna just choose like a top 3 based on like my 3 favorite COD games. It's just BO3, 4, and IW. So I'm gonna probably say, well, Moon's not a BO3 map. It's, I mean, it's in Chronicles, but it's in Black Ops 1. But I really like Moon. Also really like Moon, Spaceland, and Moon, Spaceland, and probably Dead of the Night. But I don't know. It's very hard for me to decide, so I'm sorry if that's not the answer you were looking for. It's very hard for me to just decide on like 3 maps of out of all the games. There's just so many good maps to me that I played. So for me, I'm just gonna name 3 I like really like, and those will be the 3. 3 maps I like that are from all 3 are from different games. Origins, Buried, and Raven the Redwoods. Those are some pretty good maps, Opif. Some pretty good map choices right there. Raven the Redwoods is also like it's a pretty good map. I don't really care for the Easter egg on Rave, but like going for high rounds on that map is pretty fun. Origins is I can't like a lot of people like Origins, so I can. It's completely fair, like why you say it's also your favorite. Origins is just a well-received map amongst a lot of players and amongst a lot of people that have played Call of Duty Zombies. A lot of people really like it. And Buried's also I wouldn't say it's my favorite map. I think it's an alright map. I think it's just really funny how like you can get your setup essentially on round 1. If you play the map a certain way, you can get your full setup on round 1. So it's just like really funny in that sense. It's a very interesting map. And just the amount of buildables that you could use to kill zombies. Like you got the trample steam, you got the subsurface resonator. It's a really interesting it's a really interesting map. Those are some definitely good choices, Opif. Nice. I got all of them where I dropped, so I'm not gonna get any more of this game. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any more of this game.
All right, cut you down.
Not that I said this game, this round. Whoops. I got Fire Sale, Insta Kill, Full Power, and Carpenter. So that's it on drops. And that also kind of sucks that I got Insta Kill and Full Power on the same like round because I'm not keeping track of my drop cycles, so I don't know if I'm gonna get insta kill or full power at mine on the next round. It's gonna kind of suck if I don't. Do I play BO6? I do not. I played BO6 initially, like when it came out, just to try it and see what it was like. And at the time when I played it, I was attempting reaching round 256, which is what the round cap was when the game first came out. But that didn't really work out, and I kind of stopped afterwards. But I did watch like other people play it, but I didn't really touch the game that much. I didn't like it. I didn't like BO6 enough to want to stream it and play it, so I wasn't going. I didn't. And as the way it's looking right now with Black Ops 7, that's probably going to be the same case. I am going to get Black Ops 7 to try out Dead Ops Arcade 4, but that's really the only thing about the game that's kind of like exciting to me, is trying Dead Ops 4. Oh shit. No, I'm fine. I like shot too early. Hey, what's up, Bruce? When you're done with stream, let's call to confirm plans. Yeah, I was gonna actually talk to you guys because I wanted to make like a separate group chat on Discord for like when I'm actually there, and it'll be easier to like coordinate, just so it's not like clogging up other servers or anything like that. I was gonna talk about that or bring that up to you. But yeah, for sure. I don't think I have anything to do after I end stream. No, I don't have anything. The only thing I really gotta do before I leave tonight is shave. That's really all I gotta do. I gotta shave, and then that's about it. My bag is already packed and everything. My only thing missing in my toiletry is my retainer and shaving cream, but I'm not gonna do that until I like shave and stuff later this afternoon. Dude, I love this song. Like, unironically, I like this song. I mean, I first heard of this song because of Shrek 2, but I actually just like this song, like, unironically. I like the song. It's funny because Shrek 2, I think out of all 4 movies, is easily my favorite movie. I love that movie so much. Really wondering how the 5th movie is going to turn out whenever that comes out. Yeah. Isn't it like delayed to 2027 because people... Like, the rumor I was hearing is they delayed it to 27 instead of 26 because people guessed the plot of the movie, and they had to change the script of how the movie was going to pan out. That's the rumor I heard, but I don't know if that's, like, the actual reason. But it was supposed to come out next year, and then it was delayed to 27. Really? You haven't? That's the rumor that I was hearing. It's the reason, like, because it was planned for next year. And then they're just like, yeah, we're going to delay it to 27 instead. So I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I'm still excited for when it's going to be out, but I'm just like, damn, we just got to wait longer till it comes out. It's the only thing. Again, it's just a rumor, so I don't know if that's, like, actually true. It could be that they just need more time to work on it. Yeah, I want to hear this song. Is that Comic Sans in my graphic? Yes, it is. I use Comic Sans for like the date and time under my like layout under my camera, and then for the Dying Wish activations that have gone off this game. Which, by the way, I've almost gone 100 rounds without it going off, and I still have not taken any downs this game. I've had a few instances, especially like in yesterday's game, where it almost went off, but it still only went off on 114. That's the way I want to keep it. That's the way I would like to keep it. The less Dying Wish activations, the better. Because every single time it goes off, the cooldown will increase each time. I was also gonna make my chat Comic Sans for like the stream itself, but need to look into that. Because I'm just using the default chat plugin, or I just have the chat popped out from Stream Manager. That's how I'm able to like read chat. I've been in this round for 16 minutes, okay. More or less like around 15 to 16, because I didn't start right away when I hit record. So probably have another 10 to 15 minutes before this round is over with. What's my goal for this run? I'm gonna play until this game ends, but I guess my goal for today's stream is to try and reach 216 or 217. Because yesterday I progressed 8 rounds, so the goal for today is to progress another 8 rounds. That's the goal. Getting dogs on either 212 or 213. If I get them on 212, I may be inclined to play to 217 to see if I get dogs, but we'll see. Kind of depends on time. If I feel like I'm up for it, I'll play out 2 dog rounds, but if I do that, I know this session's gonna be like a 4-hour session, so we'll see. If I could get past the first dog round, that's like the main goal for today. Because these rounds are getting ridiculously long now. It's gonna get even worse. It's gonna get even worse as I get closer to the round reset.
I'm ready to deliver a beatdown. Who's up first?
It is nice though that with this strat, I was comparing my game to like another person that's playing this high round at the moment, and my game is like over 12 hours faster because the strat I'm using is a lot different and it's a lot faster. And I'm like, damn, this is kind of crazy. What's up, Biscuit? How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? Am I going far in my vacation? I'm going coast to coast. Going from one side of the US to the other side of the US. Not gonna say where I'm going for privacy reasons, but I'll just be vague and say coast to coast. Yeah, I'll be gone from... I leave later tonight, and I come back on Monday the 20th. After this stream... Oh, that's what I gotta do after I end stream. But I can do that, as long as I do it at some point before I leave. I have to make an announcement in my Discord and all my socials, other socials, about me not streaming for about a week or so, like 5 to 7 days, and then also to announce the 5-year stream anniversary. I got to do that before. I definitely have to do that today before I leave. Doesn't have to be necessarily after the stream, but It has to be done today. And I can announce it now because all my stuff that I was getting done in the background is all done. So I don't have to wait on anything else anymore. All right. Oh, damn it. I clicked on the song. Why didn't it play? Oh, whatever. This is a good song anyway. I shouldn't even skip it. Will this be continuing after the vacation? Not exactly, Biscuit. I'm going to continue it after the vacation, yes, but not immediately after, because I think after I come back from my vacation is when I'm going to be doing my 5-year stream anniversary. So during my 5-year stream anniversary, I will not be playing this. I'm not going to be doing the Alpha Omega High Round on my 5-year stream anniversary. I got some other plans that I am going to be doing for that stream, which I'm very much looking forward to. Gonna be playing some. All I will say is that I will be playing some games on stream that I've never streamed before. It's gonna be like a just chatting stream, and I'm also gonna be playing some games on stream I've never played. So I'm very much looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great way to celebrate 5 years of streaming. But after that stream, yes, I will continue the high round. I will continue the Alpha Omega High Round. Just not immediately after I come back. Yeah, I can't believe I almost thought about skipping this song. I'm like, are you nuts? It's a good song right here. I'm already pretty happy. Like, I met my goal for this week because I already knew I wasn't going to be able to do many sessions this week. I'm just glad that I was able to hit 200 before I leave. That was like the main goal of mine, which I hit on Monday. So I'm very happy that I hit the 200 goal before I left, you know? Because I didn't stream for like almost a week because last week I was very busy. So I was paused on 190, and then almost a week later, which is when I came back to stream on Monday, I was able to get to 200. So I'm already very happy with where I'm at with this game. I hit my goal for this week, and then, yeah, when I get back, I will continue.
Hoorah! Dempsey just got you on the leaderboard.
I guess the only thing more I'm curious about now is how long from this point it's going to take me to reach round reset.
Sure you want to do this?
Or round counter reset. Since I'm already 30 hours into this game. Hey, what's going on, Wistful? Good morning. Well, it's afternoon for you, but good to see you, Wistful. How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? I did want to stream a bit earlier today, too, because I know this afternoon I'm just going to be busy. I'm like, yeah, I will stream earlier when I got time. I'm going to get overkill.
Ain't your day, is it? It's mine.
It feels like morning. I had a long night. Feels like morning even though it's like 1 p.m. for you. Okay. It's definitely still morning for me, and will be morning for like another hour and a half just about. I feel like this round's not going to be too much longer because I see that Arsenal's almost back, or Arsenal and Equipment are back, but Temporal's not back yet. It's almost back. Sorry, I don't want to hear that song. Sorry, Katy Perry. Feels pretty trash. I got under 5 hours of sleep. Oh, damn, Wistful. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You sure you're getting your rest, dude? It's not good to get a low amount of sleep. Like, weren't we literally just talking about that, like, on yesterday's stream? And then you get less than 5 hours. It's crazy. You sure you're getting your rest, dude? I think when this round transition happens, I'm going to get a sip of water. Yeah, like we were literally talking about this yesterday on stream, and then you just got like less than 5 hours. So I'm like, that's on you, dude. I can't tell you what to do, but if you're trying to get better on sleep, you should, you know, like, to do something about that.
I ain't ever backing down.
Yeah, I'm only saying it just because it, you know, going a day with like very little sleep, you just feel like trash the whole day, like a zombie. And long term, it's like, it's just really bad for you if you keep a habit like that up. Throw it. In my defense, I was cooking at 4 a.m. last night. What were you doing at 4 o'clock in the morning? It's like very like early in the morning. I got overkill. Nice. Okay, this round has been like 26 minutes. I feel like it's getting to the end. Temporal is like almost done. There's like a small gap in it that I do see. It's gonna finish in just a second though. And that'll kind of tell me how much of the round I have left. Let the man do his thing. I'm not saying he can't do his thing. I'm just saying, like what the, you know? It's not, not in like a parasocial kind of way, but it's just like, you know, I would just want people to like, you know, want people that watch me to take care of themselves, you know? I think that's just important. I guess I just say it because I care. I care about my viewers and stuff like that, and I would want them to, like, I would hope that they're taking care of themselves. Just like in like, you know, that's just in that sense. But at the end of the day, I can't tell someone what to do. You are right about that. Oh, you're editing a thumbnail. Nice. That's pretty cool. That is round. Well, wow, that round ended right when the song ended. That's crazy. Okay. Nice. That's crazy. Okay, so that round, granted, I did get a temporal and an insta-kill that round. And I used double overkill. That round was, give or take, like 28 minutes long. Okay. It's like a 28-minute round. I keep thinking you say tempura. I understand why you think that. It does sound like it.
to die first.
Then again, I could just be saying it fast so it sounds like that. I'm saying temporal. It's like that little like clock symbol you see on the right side of the screen, on like the left D-pad. It's a thing in the game called temporal gift. So I'm just calling it temporal. You PB'd on Spaceland Co-op, and the thumbnail was goofy. Well, congrats on your PB, Wistful. That's nice, dude. PB's a PB, dude. Nice. Congrats on that. And yeah, I can understand if you don't like the way a thumbnail turns out, or like the way a certain editing like works out, you might be inclined to change it, you know? I understand completely what you mean.
I'm good at this. Just ask me.
I'm gonna throw this, or use this. Alright, so that was equipment. I just want to see my drops for this round. I can only get drops from the Wraithfires. I don't get them from the Overkill. I'm gonna get pretty close to Overkill as well. Not gonna get it. Okay, so I only got one drop, and it was nothing I needed. It was a bonus points. So I'm expecting to see a nuke, but I don't know what else I'm gonna get. I feel like I will get a max ammo, because I think I haven't seen a max ammo in a minute, and max ammos could occur every 5 to 10 drops. It's like still so weird to me how they work in this game compared to previous games. It's like max ammos aren't a part of the drop cycle. It's really, really weird. I'm about to find out in a second what this drop is. Something tells me I'm gonna get it from this Wraithfire that I throw. I just have a funny feeling. What's there?
Popping and dropping them.
Use Arsenal. There we go. And no, I didn't get anything. Nice. Almost have my next Wraithfire. I just really want to see what my next drop is. The more insta-kills or full powers I get, the better. I could play the rounds somewhat faster. For how long these rounds are, I will literally do what it takes to make the rounds faster. Nope. Alright, so bonus points is still the only drop. Okay, I was not paying attention for a second. I almost threw that too late. This is gonna be a late Wraithfire because I do not have it yet. Let me throw it, please. There we go. Okay. I am definitely getting drops a lot slower this round compared to last round. I got my 4 drops really fast last round. I'll say, like, this is like the one part of like these rounds where I'm like very alert because I just want to know what my drops are. Once I know all 4 of my drops are in the round, I'm like, all right, I'm just chilling. But I have to actually like pay attention for these parts. I also got to pay attention too whenever I get insta kills, because I can have 1-minute insta kills. Like the few instances in this strat where I have to actually like pay attention. Bruce, are you excited? That's like first and foremost, are you excited? Because I am like very excited for this. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, throw it! Okay, we're good. Yeah, for the hangout, yes. Okay, I got fire sale. That is useless to me. So I think the cycle did reset then. All right, well, I haven't seen a nuke yet, so I'm guessing I'm gonna get a nuke and a max ammo. I'm hoping it's not a max, but I feel like I am gonna get a nuke this round. Yeah, I'm very excited. And I will be, yeah, you're right too. I would be meeting Henry for the first time, which will be exciting. And you guys will get to meet my girlfriend for the very first time, so that is, yeah, it's very exciting. Yeah, I'll get to meet my girlfriend for the very first time. Ugh. That was weird. Yeah, she is also very excited to be going. It's been like, for her, it's been like 7 years since she's like gone out of state for any kind of like vacation. It's been a long time for her. And funny enough, the last time she went on vacation, she actually went to the East Coast, just not the state that we're going to, or that we'll be in. Is in Pennsylvania. All right, so third drop, perhaps?
Kiss and make up. Too bad you can't. You don't have a head anymore.
No. Okay.
I'm ready to deliver a beatdown. Who's up first?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait. I feel like it's been like a yearly thing to see you and the others. So it's just like, it would have been just so weird going a year without that, you know? 'Cause we've seen each other every single year since 2022. So it would have felt weird going a year without that. Nope. Didn't get it. Yeah, it was definitely weird not going to Supernova this year. It was very, very weird.
You want to eat? Go find some trash.
Because it had been a yearly thing since 2022, and it just felt weird not going. But it was out of my control, unfortunately, which was, yeah. That's a whole nother can of worms, but yeah. It was definitely weird not going. And this trip is something that, like, I've talked about wanting to do for years, because I've never been to said state, and it would be really cool to go, so. Okay, are you good? What's going on there? So yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. I need to know, like I feel like between my girlfriend and I, the things that like we talked about the most is like the food to try out. because like we're both like big on that. So like I don't know like what kind of food to have like when we go. What's up, Pumpsy? How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? What round are you going until? This game is gonna go until the game is no more, Pumpsy. As far as today, though, I think I'm gonna play to 216. I think 216 is gonna be like the main goal for today's stream. Because I progressed 8 rounds yesterday, I want to progress another 8 today. But as long as I see my dog round, which will be on 212 or 213, that's what matters to me the most. But I think I will play to 216 today. That's when I'll pause. How are you doing today, Pumpsy? How's it going, dude? Aside from Korean barbecue, yes, I do. Like, that's like the one thing. That's like a given whenever we spend time together, you know? I just meant aside from that. Okay, that's my max ammo, so I'm probably gonna get a nuke as my last drop.
Too bad, you can't. You don't have a head anymore.
I have a lot of walking planned, if that's alright. No, that's fine with me. The Ankle Express is no issue to me. I did check the weather, and apparently it is going to be, like, colder there than the weather that's here, which is nice. You guys actually get 4 seasons where we don't. What did you call it? I called it the Ankle Express. Have you never heard of that? Also, so Leaky, welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a good day today. Good thing BO4 has that 11-month black screen. It does. Yeah. That is, or like, it's the 11-month black screen or just the infinite pause screen where you cannot unpause the game. Welcome to the stream, Soliki. I hope you're having a good day today. I activated that so late. I was like reading chat a lot there, though. Bruce, have you never heard of somebody call it that before? Yeah, yeah, that's what I just call, like, whenever, like, I would, like, sometimes walk to school from my house, and before, like, I had a car and started driving, I just had somebody, like, somebody call it the Ankle Express, and I'm like, I like that. I'm surprised you've never, like, I thought that was like a common saying, or people called it that. Alright then. Where are you going on vacation? I will not say for privacy reasons, but I will say I am going from one side of the US to the other side of the US. But for privacy, I will not say, because, yeah. I will say it after I've come back, but not while I'm there, or not before. You never heard of Ankle Express either? Wow, okay. I guess that's just a saying I heard growing up, so for me it was kind of just... I thought it was just a saying that people use, but I guess not. That is funny though, that like you, like... You never heard of that? That is funny. Yeah, once again, welcome to the stream, Soliki. Thanks for tuning in, dude. To anybody tuning in, my name is The Only Zay. Doing Alpha Omega high round with Electric Burst mod right now. Trying to see how long this game will take, or how long I'll be in this game for, since this is a newly added category to ZWR. And yeah, welcome. I'm usually not known for doing high rounds on BO4, or even known for playing BO4 for that matter. I usually play IW, or that's what I was known for, but kind of going in a new direction with streams this year and just experimenting, so I'm playing other COD Zombie related games, or just other games that are not Call of Duty related, so yeah, to anybody wondering, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I figured it was a cross because you said they have 4 seasons and you don't, and I'm pretty sure I know where you're from. I mean, I've said, like, the state that I live in. That's not a secret. It's also probably not a secret either when I have, like, my current time zone on my layout so people can figure out, like, what region I'm in. But, yeah, I'm not going to say where I'm going on vacation just for privacy reasons, and you just never know. Even though I am, like, a very small streamer, I still, like, will take my precautions and not give out info like that, because you just never know. Why is the ballistic knife so good? The ballistic knife is very good, especially with, like, this strat, because the zombies, like, if I'm standing in this spot of the balcony, the zombies will only jump up from right here, even though there's 2 other spots that they can approach the balcony. And yeah, you just melee really fast with the ballistic knife. It's really good with Ethereal Razor and Electric Burst, which is why the strat is insanely great. This is a crazy strat to do for high rounds on Alpha Omega. It is crazy. Yeah, Ethereal Razor and Electric Burst make it, like, pretty broken. Like, this strat is not necessarily God mode, because you could definitely... Oh, that was a double point, so I'm getting nuked next round. Okay, well, those are all 4 my drops. This spot isn't necessarily God mode, even though people claim it is, but you can still get hit and overran if you're not careful. I've had times where I have reloaded too early, thinking I had Electric Burst go off, and it didn't. And I got overran. So there have been scenarios where I'd have to make it go off and melee quickly, or I've had the ABH. But the amount of times I've had to do that, I can count on one hand. It hasn't happened that much this game, but it has happened a few times. But yeah. With this strat, the zombies will only jump up the balcony from this side if you're standing right here. If I was standing a bit more, hold on a second. If I was standing a bit more back, they could run up the stairs or jump up that way. But if I stand here, they only approach from here. And if for whatever reason I have a nuke power-up that spawns right underneath the strat, the zombies will actually avoid jumping up here because zombies avoid nuke power-ups in this game. And they will run up the stairs and jump up the other side of the balcony to try and get to me. Which is why the strat is not completely, like, a glitch or cheating. Because, like, you could still, like, zombies could still come up here under certain scenarios. But yeah, the ballistic knife is very good in the strat with, I don't have Pack-a-Punch open at all either. This is just a regular ballistic knife. But yeah, that's kind of how the strat works. It's insane.
This is my house.
This strat has been known about for years too. Like, this strat dates as far back as, like, 2019. Like, I think it was discovered pretty early on when this map came out.
You sure you want to do this, bust bucket?
But for reasons, on ZWR, this was a banned strat they used for high rounds. Until like a month ago where they made it a separate category and a separate board where it is allowed to be used. Yeah, it was banned on boards until like a month ago where they made a separate board for it. Which is nice, because now people will get an idea and be able to see like how far you can take a game of Alpha Omega using Electric Burst, mod, and Ballistic Knife. So I think it is nice, because I know there's people out there that would like to see how far Alpha Omega could technically be progressed. Because so far, it was just found out, like, earlier this year that a 300 was possible on the normal strat, so now that the strat is, like, allowed for this category, it makes people wonder if, like, 400 is allowed, or 400 is possible on this map. Instead of, now that the 300 barrier has been broken. It also never made sense to ban it because other maps have some equally easy strats. Yeah, I've heard the argument from both perspectives of like why it should be banned and why it shouldn't be banned. I've heard both sides of the arguments, and I'm just kind of I understand. I don't really have a I don't know if I don't really have an opinion on it, but I can see the arguments like for it being not banned, like making sense. Because some other high round strats have like something similar but where it is allowed, but for this map it's not. Specifically, it's just electric burst being in modifier is what makes it broken. But yeah, I know what you mean, Soliki. Who cares what the boards say? Play whatever strat you want. Yeah, I get that. As long as you're not like doing a strat where, you know, it's blatantly like cheating, where you're in like an AFK spot, or you're in a spot where the zombies legit just cannot hit you or touch you. Like, in cases like that where it's, you know, it's like blatant cheating or it's a glitch, it's not meant to be done. That's a different story, because that is cheating. But in a case like this where this is more of an exploit, where you're exploiting the way they path, I feel like something like that is fine. Because you can also argue that it is an exploit on Togg or Toten to sit in the boat power room, because the zombies will only spawn out of that one window. They won't spawn anywhere else if you're sitting in that room. They will only spawn from that window. So that's exploiting a spawn. So you can make that argument too, you know? I feel like people out there do, like, some people can kind of overlook the meaning of an exploit and then the glitch. But that is an exploit, 100%. Just controlling where they spawn. And in this case, I'm just exploiting the pathing of them approaching me right here. Because even on the regular Alpha Omega high round, if you sit right here, and the only difference between this high round and the regular is you just use the trebuchet and you do ammo runs, and you have Pack-a-Punch open, so those doors are also open. That's literally the only difference as far as strats. But you still sit right here and shoot zombies with the trebuchet. So it's really not like too much different. But yeah, I know I'm like rambling, I'm sorry if I am. But yeah, that's just like my whole stance on it. Like, I feel like there's people that don't understand the difference between what is a glitch and like what is an exploit. But yes, at the end of the day, as long as like you're not obviously like in a glitch spot or cheating, you can play whatever strat you want. Leaderboards tend to dwindle down to semantic arguments, and it's kind of funny. Yeah, it can make for some interesting arguments, for sure. It could definitely make for some interesting arguments.
You guys ain't patriots.
I need to throw this Wraith Fire. I feel like this round is almost over, by the way. I got all my elixirs back. I was looking the wrong way. I do prefer saying exploiting oversights for stuff like Togg spawns and this pathing. Exactly. Like, I do not think... I don't think this is a glitch by all means. You're just exploiting their pathing. I feel like if you, like, I don't know. That's just how I see it. It's very hard for me to see, like, someone's opinion on if they think, like, something like Togg's high round strat is a glitch. It's like, okay, if you think it's a glitch, then, like, explain why you think it's a glitch. You know? Because it's not a glitch. You're in a spot where there's only one possible zone they could spawn in if you sit in that room. It might not be intended, but it's not like the game is bugging out or glitching. Exactly. Like, the game is still running just fine, you know? You're still able to play the round, but you're just in a spot where, you know, they're pathing directly here instead of over there or behind me. Like, I don't think the devs intended for something like this to happen, but it's just kind of how it turned out as the end result, you know? I do agree, like, I don't think this was intentional at all by the devs to do something like this. But people figured it out as soon as when this map came out. This round is still going. I don't feel like it's much more. I'm like looking at my time. It's been around the time. Well, then again, my last round had a full power and it had insta kills. So yeah, this round is by default is going to be slower. Okay, the ad break should be over now. I was kind of holding my thoughts on that before, in case anybody got ads. But yeah, no, I was saying that I don't think a strat like this was intended by the devs. Yeah, it's exactly what you said. It was just an oversight. I did not do that. I was not paying attention.
Kiss and make up? Too bad, you can't. You don't have a head anymore.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, people that say something like this or like something like this, if people are saying something like this is a glitch or that I'm cheating, which it's funny because I got a lot of those comments when I uploaded that clip to Twitter. I didn't look at them. I had a friend tell me. I just kind of found it funny because a lot of the people that say stuff like that are just people that just don't know. So, you know, it is what it is. People will believe what they want to believe, and that's completely fine. I find it more funny than anything. I literally was like wasting that to try and get to this song. Oh, I have this. What am I doing? Twitter and YouTube comments are peak brain rot. Yeah, they can be at times. In my years, I haven't come across that many people trolling, which I feel like I'm very fortunate in that sense. And for me, I'm kind of the person where if you're like a first-time chatter and coming to my stream acting like that, you're just gone. I just won't acknowledge it. You're just gone, you know? And for me, it's the same on YouTube. Like, I just don't acknowledge them. That's round.
To the meat grinder, bus buckets.
Nice. There we go. But yes, you are right. They can be. 210, guys. Let's go. 2 more rounds, and I will potentially have a dog round. And it's funny because I was saying this yesterday when I talked about it. I usually don't upload stuff like that to Twitter. I have uploaded like certain achievements I've gotten on IW Zombies, like my PBs for the Easter egg speedruns. I have done that on Twitter, and those tweets tend to like blow up, which is kind of funny considering my size. They tend to gain some traction, and then this one definitely did. Like, I think that when I tweeted the clip of this yesterday, or on Monday, it got, I think it almost has like 1,000 likes. It's something ridiculous. So I'm like, damn. That is crazy.
Pretty solid punch for a blank bag.
I have to get that. I had to get that because they would have pathed around. They were gonna path that way. I'm like, yeah, I need to get that, or I'm gonna have a dying wish go off.
I'm good. You're not.
Nice. So I got an insta-kill and I got a nuke. That nuke timing was really unfortunate. I knew I was going to be getting one soon, but I'm like, yeah, I have to pick it up in that sense or I'm going to die because they're going to path around that gate and then just kill me. Alright, well, I got 2 drops, so there's a chance I could get another full power. I got another nuke. Are you okay? Well, drop cycle reset. I can still get a full power. I can still get one, but drop cycle just reset. Okay.
You wanna eat?
If it reset, I'm gonna see if I get. I'm gonna not get anything or use another elixir yet, because I want to see if I get another insta kill. There's a chance that it could happen, but the odds would be very low. I want to just see if it happens, so I'm not gonna use an elixir yet. I have a buddy who uploads Spec Ops speedruns for MW2 and 3, and he gets comments saying he's cheating because he's on PC and not playing intended. What does that even mean? Not playing as intended is like, are you... What? It's always funny to see the lack of logic. Yeah, I see, like, I'm laughing about it now because I'm just like, what does that even mean? Not playing as intended. I'm sorry, like, am I supposed to play Call of Duty on console? Am I not supposed to play on PC? What is that? What does that mean, dude? Like, what does that actually mean? Like, I'm curious. Like, what is going through your head when you say? Like, what is genuinely going through your head when you like say something like that? Like, what does that mean? Oh my god. That's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. That pretty funny. Not killing everyone and going the correct path, like what? Yeah, like what? Some missions go out of bounds, but bro, not everyone wants to crawl under a tank. Yeah, that's some crazy, that's some crazy way of thinking. Like, what does that mean? I feel like the, however you, like, whatever someone defines as, like, playing an intended way will vary. Like, I feel like something like that is subjective to the person, you know? Like, oh, because I'm, not doing what the mission is telling me to do, I'm not playing as intended or I'm cheating. Like, what? Like, it... Like, what? That's a great example you did give, though, Saliki. And that's cool that you have a friend that does Spec Ops speedruns. I have seen, like, over the years, I have seen, like, people do them, but I haven't, like, I've seen, like, clips of people doing them, and I know they exist, but I don't, like, follow anyone that, like, primarily does Spec Ops speedruns on the OG MW 2 and 3. It does sound like fun, though. Does that, like, as a casual, I did, like, Spec Ops in both MW 2 and 3. That is really funny, though. But yeah, I feel like with stuff. Oh, I lost temporal, so it's not even gonna matter if I get insta. I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna use Arsenal then. I feel like at the end of the day, like, it's best to just not give comments like that any attention, because the moment you make it a problem is gonna, like, it's gonna be a long-term problem. You know what I mean? Just like people on the internet that say stuff like that, that, you know, obviously don't know any better and don't know the implications of, like, what you're doing, or really have knowledge of what you're doing. You know, it's like, just, it's best to not take stuff like that seriously. It's easier said than done, because obviously some people kind of, like, fall into, like, what trolls think and, like, what they have to say, what the haters say, and it's just like, that's, like, no way to, like, enjoy streaming at all. Like, not even, like, as far as, like, if you're, like, playing a game or something like that, or no matter what you do. It's just not a healthy mentality to fall into stuff like that. It's like, if you genuinely hate somebody streaming, just don't watch. But not everybody has that common sense. You know? Which amazes me. It really makes me, like, again, it kind of, like, makes me wonder, like, what goes on through their heads. Like, you know, if... Because common sense would tell you, if you don't like watching somebody, you have the, like, believe it or not, you have the option to not watch them, you know? What's going on, Butters? What's up, dude? How you doing today? But yeah, it's just stuff like that always... Okay. So I got insta-kill, nuke, double points, and max ammo. Or, sorry. No. I got... Insta-kill, nuke, double points. Or nuke, max ammo. Sorry. My brain right now. Jesus. What are we talking about? Oh, no, I was just saying how, because I was talking about how, with that clip I uploaded to Twitter the other day, on Monday, how I woke up Tuesday morning and that tweet blew up. And I think if you go look at that tweet now, that tweet almost has like 1,000 likes. It's insane. And it has over 100K views on Twitter. And I wasn't expecting it to blow up. Like, I just... Because I've done that in the past with some of my achievements. But I was just talking about how, that tweet blew up, and it just... I had a friend tell me that there's people that left a comment on that tweet, or reply, saying, like, that I'm cheating and stuff like that. And I'm just saying how I find that very funny. I just find it funny that a lot of people that say I'm cheating, or that this is a glitch... do not know, like, what they're talking about, and they're just saying it to say it and to get a reaction. So, and then Saliki was talking about in chat, they were talking about how they have a buddy that speedruns Spec Ops and MW2 and 3, the OG ones, and how they get comments on YouTube saying that, like,
Ooh, I'm good at this.
they're cheating because they're not playing the intended way. And I'm just kind of like, I'm laughing about it with him, because I'm just like, what does that even mean? Like, that makes no sense. What does that even mean? Not playing the intended way, so I'm cheating. Like, what is your line of thinking there? You know, like, that makes no sense. Cheating because you're using in-game mechanics? Exactly. Like, that's why I'm laughing about it. Because it's just like, What is going through your head? Like, what is it that I'm doing makes it a cheat? Because, like, in the implications of, like, this game and this strat, the zombies could still run up here if I move a little bit back, but if I sit right here, the zombies will only run up the balcony, right, like this. You know? Like, I'm exploiting the way that they path toward me, but that's not cheating. And I was also making the argument saying, like, well, if you're doing a Tog or Toten high round, you are technically using an exploit, which that's not cheating. You're exploiting a one window spawn because you're sitting in a spot where they only spawn out of one window and not surrounding windows if you sit in the power room on Tog or Toten, you know? So it's like, would you say that's a glitch? Would you say that's cheating? No, but you are exploiting spawns because they will only spawn out of that window. I don't think the devs of this game intended for that to happen, but that's just kind of how it worked out. So, just talking about stuff like that, I just find it funny because there's just a lot of people that say stuff like that you're cheating, are just, or, you know, that you're glitching, are just trolls trying to get a reaction. And I'm just saying how, like, it's best to, like, not let people like that, best to not let people like that get to you. Cause it's like, it's no fun way. Oh shit, I lunged. It's best to not let people like that, get to you if you're a streamer. It's easier said than done, because it depends on the kind of person you are. But I was saying before you joined, it's like, if you genuinely don't like what somebody does, if you don't like a streamer, you have the grand choice to not watch them. But yet, people will still do it for reasons that are unclear to me and don't make sense to me. And that's kind of what I was talking about before you joined. You know, it's like, if you don't like a streamer, you don't gotta watch them. There are thousands of other streamers on Twitch and plenty of content creators on YouTube. You know, so it's like, if you're hating, don't watch. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're hating on a streamer, they're just gonna ban you with no reaction. They'll just ban you. And then that kind of is like, well, if your plan was to get a reaction out of them, then it's not gonna work, and it's kind of like, you know, you wasted your time if that was their goal, you know. So to me, it just, certain stuff just doesn't make sense. Like, I think in my 5 years of streaming, I've learned a lot of things about how people, like, are on the internet and stuff like that, and how people can be. Even though I haven't had too many instances of trolls in my stream or in my YouTube comments, for example, I still come across it every now and then, and it's just, like, always funny to me. Even when you go to try to report someone in Call of Duty, they exploiting isn't cheating. Or they say exploiting isn't cheating. Or wait, I need to reread what you said. That didn't make sense saying it out loud. When you try to report someone... They say exploiting isn't cheating. I think it depends, Butters. Because exploiting doesn't necessarily mean you're cheating. It depends on the... Yeah, they say exploiting is... I understood. I think it depends on the implication, Butters. Because I think, like, the example I gave with, like, Tog is, like, a great example where I think the one window spawn being a thing on Tog or Toten was an oversight from the devs. I definitely don't think they intended the zombies to only spawn out of that window, but that's just kind of how the map panned out to be, and that's how the high round strat is. It's not cheating, it's you're exploiting a one window spawn because they didn't, for some reason, that's the only zone that they could spawn in that instance. I think in that sense, like, that is an exploit and an oversight, you know? But that's not a cheat. Like, you're not cheating the game. if you go to report someone for cheating, there's a disclaimer that exploiting isn't cheating. Okay, I see what you mean. That is interesting that it is, that's actually interesting that they give you a disclaimer about that. I understand what you're saying more now. That is interesting, though. That it does give you a disclaimer if you report someone that it tells you, like, exploiting isn't cheating. That is actually... wow, I didn't know that it does that. I had no idea that it does that. But yeah. I like misunderstood what you said, so I thought like you were on the side or you were trying to explain that like exploiting is cheating. I misread what you said. Sorry, I want to skip this song. There we go. I didn't throw the Wraithfire right away. That's fine. I'm gonna have 2 zombies that are... There we go.
Ooh, I'm good at this. Just ask me.
But yeah, that's what Soliki and I were talking about before you joined. It's just very funny. That conversation kind of derived too because he said that, or they said Twitter comments and YouTube comments are just like peak brain rot, which they're not. He's not entirely wrong. Because I've seen both sides of it, you know? Like, I've seen, like, genuine, you know, like, comments and stuff like that where, you know, people are supportive, you know? And people are congratulating you, and, you know, I've seen, like, the opposite side of it, too. So it's not that it's always, like, peak brain rot, but it has its moments, for sure. It's not always like that, though. Like, being realistic about it, it's not all that. Which is nice. I would hope it's not all like that, because, if, like, every single YouTube comment on, like, a video or something like that on Twitter were just, like, negative, like, just brain rot and stuff like that, I would just disable comments and not give those people the opportunity to express themselves. Because it's just like, yeah, like, if that's all it is, I'd just give people, take away people's opportunity to express that, you know? It's kind of like the same way how it is, too, in my streams. Like, if you get banned in my streams, with the settings I have turned on, you just can't watch my stream anymore. Like, if you're banned, you straight up will not be able to view the stream. For a while, I didn't want to enable that setting just because... But I just like, yeah, no, long term, it's just like one of the best things I feel like Twitch implemented. Because that wasn't always a setting. That wasn't always a thing on Twitch. But now it is. And I love that it's a thing now. Because I feel like with me, I'm someone that doesn't usually ban people unless it's deserved, you know? I'll ban bots, sure, that's one thing. But if you're like an actual person, I'm not really one to ban people. Like, you gotta really... You gotta, like, really try to get banned in my stream, I feel. Like, you gotta, like, really, like, do something to, like, warrant a ban. So for me, it's like, yeah, if you get banned, not only are you gonna lose the privileges to chat, you'll lose the privilege to watch. It's like, I would rather just keep people like that out of my community and out of my streams. It's, like, so much better without having to deal with that. If they're just gone, you know? That's at least that's the way I see it. It's even nicer too, because I'm not somebody that cares about my viewer count. Not anymore. Just streaming for the sake of streaming and because it's fun, and I'm not caring about viewers or partner or anything like that. So, because I don't care about numbers, I do not mind revoking someone's privileges to watch me if they get banned. It's like, I don't care about numbers, so if you're banned, you're just gone.
I ain't ever backing down.
That's at least that's the way I see it. Oh man. I've been in this round for like 20 minutes. I started this round at exactly the 1 hour mark in this recording. I've been recording for an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah. Probably got 10 more minutes of the round before it is over. It's kind of funny that I talk about that too, because I had an instance yesterday where a first-time chatter yesterday in my stream like said that they're like, dude, you're bald. And all like I did see it initially and I was thinking of like, okay, I'm in a good mood. Do I want to ban this person or like time them out or just delete the message? I was in a good mood yesterday, so I was all I said was great observation. And then they actually messaged normally afterwards. So, you know, it's just like, I'm not gonna acknowledge that. I just went about it in a way where it's like like okay, you know, like thank you, Captain Obvious, you know, like great observation there. Like I didn't already know.
Your day, is it? It's mine.
But I was in a good mood yesterday, so I'm like, I just didn't even like do anything else afterwards. Like, and they messaged normally afterwards, and it was fine. But initially, like, yeah, if I was probably in a different mood, I probably would just ignore a comment like that. Or depending on the mood, I could just like also just ban that person or just delete the message. Your guess is as good as mine, Butters. Like, what does that mean? Like, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. But literally somebody, first time chatter came into my stream and said that yesterday. I'm like, wow, okay. Like, great observation, dude. That's all I said. Like, I'm not even gonna go on a technical, like, rant about that saying how I'm not. It's just a waste of time. Because I'm not actually bald, you know? I just shave my head. And my hair grows back. But I don't need to be like so extra to say all that. It's not necessary. And that's what I mean. Like, if you come, if you're a first-time chatter and you come in my stream saying just like, that's like your first ever message in my chat. You know, like, that's a great way for me to like immediately not take that person seriously. Like, what? How do you expect me to react? I guess some people have. Yeah, no. There are people like that that don't have anything better to do. Which I kind of feel for those people because I'm more of the kind of person where I feel like life is precious, and you know, while you're here on this earth and while you're here and everything, make the most out of your time while you're living, you know? God damn it, I didn't want to do that. I gotta melee these now. But I'm just kind of like on that mentality where it's like, well, you know, all you got in life is time. And try to make something of your time, like, while you're here. But I can't tell people what to do. That's just like my look on it. And it's just, it kind of makes me feel for people that don't see it that way. It's just like, I'm just kind of like, damn. Kind of like you hit them with that reverse Uno card and be like, like a troll comes in and then you just say something like that, like, I feel sorry for you, dude. And then they actually get like moved by. I'm not saying that would happen, but they just actually like think about it. They're just like, damn. That's that reverse Uno card right there that you just hit on them. So I think that's a great approach to it, you know? Oh my god. You just gotta agree with them and go with it. Usually throws them off. Or you could do that too. That's also like a way to go about it. That is true. That does also work.
You guys ain't patriots.
That does also work. It's funny whenever I've like come across people that have done that too, because I feel like I'm like the most boring person to troll, because I will just, again, depending on my mood, I'll just either ignore it or you'll just be gone, you know? I feel like I'm really boring, but that doesn't stop people from trying. You know, that doesn't stop people from trying. I feel like this round is almost over. It's been almost a half an hour since I started this round. I think after I get to my dog round 2, I'm gonna take a stretch break. Or... Actually... I may do that at the end of this round, actually. Now that I think about it, I think I might do that at the end of this round. Even though I'm not getting dogs until 212, I may need to take a stretch break after this round. Because I don't want to be like into 211 and then like pause like halfway through the round. I don't want to do that. Usually in all these games, I have never paused like mid-round. Like I've played every single round in full, and I'll pause when the round is transitioning. I will not pause mid-round unless I'm in a situation where I have to. What's going on, Blaze? How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? Yeah, I guess that's like my whole TED talk you want to say on like trolls and stuff like that. It's just funny. It's funny and like both sad at the same time that like stuff like that happens.
You sure you want to do this, bus buckets?
Chilling, not much. Getting back to the grind, practicing with Mephistopheles. Nice! Were you able to, you're practicing, were you not able to beat him yesterday? If you weren't able to, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, you just gotta keep practicing that boss fight, dude. It's a very hard boss fight in the game. Oh my god, I barely had time to throw that. I keep getting stuck on the zombies and fireballs just downs me. Yeah, I completely get you, Blaze. If there is like a bit of advice I could give you, Blaze, every single time Mephistopheles strafes left or right in the fight, expect him to throw fireballs. Every time he moves left or right, just expect him to throw fireballs, because it's either he's gonna throw him or he's not gonna throw fireballs, and you'll know like a second after he starts to strafe. It's just always good to keep that in the back of your head when you're doing a Mephistopheles run. Just anytime he strafes, expect fireballs, because he'll either throw them or he just won't. Oh, that's round. Okay, there's no respawns there. Okay, I'm gonna pause. All right. Fire tornadoes always mess me up. No matter how many times I've done that fight, I'm most likely going down when he does them. Yeah, that's one of his most tricky attacks to try and dodge. I even have trouble trying to dodge fire tornadoes. It's a really bizarre attack, and the tornadoes could also like path differently every single time. It's weird. It's a weird attack for sure. But yeah, guys, give me just like a few minutes. I'm going to BRB to get some more water and take a stretch break, and I will resume this. I will leave you guys with the music. And yeah, give me a bit. I will be right back. Okay, I am back, guys. All right. Okay. Make sure I'm on that. All right. Yeah, I was like, I am not going to play another full round before I go take a stretch break and get more water. I am going to get that out of the way. I have dogs either next round or they're on 213.
Give me back my knife.
But yeah, my advice to you, Blaze, if you're still there, definitely bonus points. If you are doing that fight, anytime he strafes left or right, just expect him to throw out fireballs. Trust me. Like, that little tidbit of info will help you in the long run. He can still throw out fireballs when he's not moving, but, which, that's also, like, very weird to react to, because you have to just kind of, I mean, anytime you're in that fight, you kind of want to have him in your field of view to know where he's at. Doing that fight without looking at him is insanely difficult, because you're just relying on audio cues at that point, which could be weird. But yeah, anytime he does the strafe left or right, just expect him to throw out fireball. That little bit of info and just constantly being aware that it'll come out, it'll help you. Believe me, it will. I'm gonna use this. Yeah, for me, definitely, like, Fire Tornado is, like, the one attack that he'll do that I still will have trouble dodging at times. No matter how many times I've done it, I will, like, have moments where I'll just get hit by it. It's even the worst, too, when he does, like, that attack with, like, Wall. Because with Wall, you only can move around the arena so much. So if he does, like, both of those moves back-to-back, it's really stupid. Especially, like, during Chaos phase. It's really dumb. Basically, keep your eyes on him constantly if you're using Venom or Kendalls. Don't worry about the skeletons. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. I just mean as far as, like, Mephistopheles himself, yeah, you definitely want to keep your eyes on him the entire time. There's no good reason to not look at him. Because looking at him will give you all the info you need to know, like, what attacks he's about to throw at you. But yeah, whenever you're standing on the circles and charging the talismans, definitely, like, you have a moment to just, like, shoot the Venom or shoot Kendalls and not have to worry about the skeletons for a little bit. The skeletons should be, like, the least of your worries in that fight. They can make the fight a little annoying at times, but the bigger threat is definitely Mephistopheles. I gotta wait. Like, I feel like if I played that boss fight 10 times in a row, there's gonna be at least one out of those 10 times where I won't beat the fight because of how random that boss fight is. It's a very hard fight to do consistently. Like, yeah, it does make it easier playing on PC because you have the FOV change, and it allows you to see more of the arena, and it makes it easier to look at him. But even then, that's not enough to get you through the fight. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to look at him to know what he's gonna do. I don't see why everyone says Richtofen is harder than Mephistopheles. It's just not. Yeah, I've heard people make that comparison, because I know people have said the Richtofen fight in BO6 is very difficult. Again, like, I haven't done the boss fight myself, so I can't really speak on why it's difficult. But I can speak on why Mephistopheles is hard. It's like, the reason, the main thing that makes Mephistopheles a difficult boss fight and one of the hardest in COD Zombies is because every single time you do that fight, you're gonna have a different experience. Because you'll just have experiences where he will just throw fireballs non-stop, or he will just throw out the most annoying attacks at the worst times. And it makes the experience unique, because you can just have a playthrough where he's like a lot more nicer to you, or a lot more nice to you, and he won't throw out as many annoying attacks that can one-shot you or insta-down you. And then he'll have other moments where he will just constantly do that. That fight is a different experience every time. I'm not sure if the Richtofen fight is the same concept, but that's what makes Mephistopheles different. He has attacks that could down you pretty fast. He has one-shot attacks. And yeah, the fight is different every time you play it. His attack patterns are different every single time you play it. So I got something and then full power. I've gotten 2 drops this round. Yeah, I don't know what poorly designed means. Like, in that sense, Butters, I don't know what that means, because I've never played the fight before, so I wouldn't know why the fight is hard to a lot of people. I've only been told it's hard, but I don't know what makes it, like, I don't know every single piece of it that makes it hard.
Too bad you can't.
I've only failed Richtofen once, but I failed Mephistopheles a lot. Okay. Would you say that the Richtofen fight is a different experience every time, or it's about the same experience every time you do it? Like, is there randomness in his attacks? Or is the fight, like, very random, or is it, like, strategic? Or there's, like, a certain pattern to it? It's pretty much the same from what I played? Okay. So there's like more consistency with that fight as opposed to Mephistopheles, where there is very little consistency. I mean, the only thing consistent is how you progress the fight, but that's it. The randomness of his attacks is what's different every time you play it. Okay.
You ain't welcome here.
Well, that's good to know. So it's like, okay, well, at least there's consistency in that, but it's still a difficult fight to many, it seems like. Sorry, I want to hear this song instead. I saw this song in the queue, I'm like, yes. This reminds me, I need to add Locked Up to this playlist, because this is from that album. I don't have that song added to this playlist. Such a good song.
You wanna eat? Go find some trash.
The hardest part is when he hits you with the Wonder Waff. Is there like a certain point in the fight where he will do that? Like, is there a way to like get around that? Or is it like a set timing when he does? You just run? Okay. I don't know if that's the case, but I've heard that's like he has an attack that can one-shot you. I'm guessing that's the attack. You just run and slide? Okay. I don't know if that's the attack that does, but if it's so, then yeah. At least there's like a workaround to it. You just, you know, run and slide. It could be too that the people that have played that fight have probably never like played previous Easter egg boss fights where one-shot attacks aren't a new thing to boss fights in the Easter eggs. Because it's definitely been a thing in previous games. They say it one-shots, but I've never been one-shotted by it. It just stuns you a lot. Maybe it could be an instance, too, where if you don't have armor... Because it's like whenever you have armor, you receive damage mitigation. So maybe it's if you don't have armor, the attack just does more. Maybe if that's the case. It stuns you a lot, which he can then do a follow-up attack that does down you. Okay. So it just does like it. I see what you mean. Oh shit. Yeah, I wish I could speak more on it if I like actually did it, but it's hard to like talk about it when I don't really know the implications of like the fight. Yeah, I was told that the Sam boss fight is a lot easier. And people will, like, a lot more people opted to do that boss fight as opposed to the Richtofen fight.
Ooh, I'm good at this.
Yeah, that's kind of like just up to the player. Like, do they want to have a boss fight that's hard or have a boss fight that's easy? It is interesting that you could change the boss fight depending on the route you take. It is like really interesting that there is something like that in the game. Because they haven't really done that for like boss fights in COD Zombies. The no super egg or rewards is so dumb. Yeah, I can imagine a lot more people. There's probably people that played the game a lot that were disappointed with no super egg reward. It could be pushed to BO7 though. That could happen. We won't really know until like BO7 is out and we go through the entire life cycle of that game.
I ain't ever backing down.
Yeah, not that I like really like still somewhat care about how the story is gonna go in BO7, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. It'll be really interesting to see. Yeah, that is really interesting that there is no super egg reward for the game.
But you now.
I'm just waiting for DOA 4. Yeah, that's all I'm really looking forward to in that game. I don't want to repeat myself, but yeah, that's the only enticing thing
To the meat grinder.
for like BO7 Zombies for me is Dead Ops 4. I'm playing through that. And yeah, I think if I do like fully commit and actually get the game, I will stream myself doing a playthrough of it and seeing what it's like. That is something I would like to do. The beta felt exactly like BO6. That's what I heard from other people. Like, it's almost like a reskin of BO6. Which I'm sure the people that like BO6 will not have a problem with BO7 feeling a lot like BO6. But I can understand, like, there's probably people that want, like, a more different experience. I can understand how some people could be disappointed with that, too, you know? And then they're also... I need to get that. That is really...
Ain't your day, is it? It's mine.
That was dangerously far up right there. Alright, I'm gonna focus during this, so I'm not gonna read. Where did you come from? Shit.
You didn't even see me coming. Not like that time my mom did. Never mind.
Up the spear. Nice. Nice, dude. I was able to get that done. Oh, yes, I love this song. I'm glad I was able to get it insta this round, dude. That's really nice. I'm gonna do it early. I'm not taking any chances here. Nice. I'll probably still end up getting roped into the camo grind. Yeah, considering that, like, last week I was saying on stream and you were talking about how, like, you're just kind of dedicated to the grind, I could very much see you doing that too, Butters. Again, it's just very funny to me that, like, you are, like, the average hater for Call of Duty, but you still will play the game because you're addicted to the grind, even though you hate it. Like, if that's not addiction, I don't know what is. I just still find that very funny. Because you're, like, the biggest hater for the game, but yet you still will do it. And it's like, you have, believe it or not, you have the choice to not do it, but you still do it. But if that's what you want to do, that's you know, that's your decision. I just find it funny. Cause like I personally like I just find it more funny than anything. But I guarantee you, if you were probably to say that in some other dude's chat, you may or may not get like called out for it and be like, wow, like, or clowned for it. But I will not do that because I'm not that kind of person. It's just more funny or interesting to me than anything. Just because people like talk about like how like there's other people that are just like you that talk about how much they dislike Call of Duty, but yet the same people that dislike and hate on it are the same people that are buying it every year and like committed to the grind. So it's just very funny. They get roped into it. They just get roped into it. It's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing, dude.
Y'all picked on the wrong Marine.
Yeah, biggest love-hate relationship, for real. Seriously is. This reminds me of like some of my my other like really good friends that like play League a whole bunch. Like they've been playing League since it came out, and yet they still play it despite how much they hate it. I'm just like, okay. It's like if they don't like League, they'll just go play TFT. Like, all right. Come on, dog. There we go. I could say with the 100% confidence, if BO7 wasn't gonna have DOA, I would not be buying it. I don't know if I believe you. I hate to be that person, Butters, but given what you told me about like BO6 and then previous games, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't know if I believe.
Popping and dropping him sure feels good.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe me. I was like, yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That is just so funny. See, like, if you were, like, a newer chatter and I, like, didn't know, like, this about you, I probably wouldn't have that reaction, but because of how long you've watched me and how long you've been around the streams and the community and everything, it's like, you've been around my chat enough to know, like, yeah, I don't believe that. That is hilarious, though, that even you yourself say that, like, I don't believe me either. Or if you do, if that were the case, you'd have to take it with a grain of salt, you know? Like, okay. That is hilarious, though. I feel like this round is almost over, by the way. I've been on this round for a good while. Actually, equipment is not back yet, so I don't know if that... I used equipment pretty late. But I do see that it's still not charged yet. Same with Temporal. Temporal's not charged. But I used Temporal kind of late into the round, too. Because these drops were not quick. I don't buy Modern Warfare CODs, though. The last one I bought was 2019. Okay. I see. Yeah, that was the only, like, I guess newer Modern Warfare game that I bought. Or at least through the reimagined Modern Warfare series. MW 2019 was the only one I bought. I never got MW2 or got MW3. I was very close to getting those games because of the campaign, and I wanted to experience the campaign. Because MW 2019's campaign I actually did like, and I wanted to experience, it's still like in the back of my head if I want to experience the campaign in MW 2 and 3, but I would definitely wait for those games to go on sale if I'm curious enough to want to experience them. I'm not going to pay full price for those games. Because, yeah, back when that was, like, back when MW 2019 came out, that was before, like, I started streaming, and I did play through the campaign and thought it was really good. I thought it was good. Oh, man.
Ooh, I'm good at this. Just ask me.
I might have to beat Battlefield 6 at some point. That game is out now, right?
Ain't Patriots.
I know a few friends of mine. It came out on the 10th, yeah. I had some few, like, I thought so. I had some people tell me they like Battlefield 6. Yeah, I don't know if I probably won't be playing it. The last Battlefield game I ever played was 3.
Sit down before I put you down.
And even then, I didn't really play the game that much when I had it. I only got it because a few friends of mine at the time had it and wanted to play with me, so I bought the game. But I'm not really big on the Battlefield games. No. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. I did it. I thought I did it too late. Battlefield is getting a Battle Royale. Is it? I have no idea. That's a good question, Blaze. I have no idea. Is that the case? Is that true for anybody that knows? Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea. That'd be interesting if that is the case. Another BR to combat with, like Warzone, Warzone, Fortnite, and oh shit, Warzone, Fortnite, and Apex. It is getting a Battle Royale mode. Okay, that is interesting. Wow.
Which one of you meat sacks wants to die first?
Wow, that is crazy. So now there's going to be a new BR thrown into the mix. I wonder what people will think about it. I wonder what people are going to think about that Battle Royale. If it'll do good. Or if people like it. That's crazy. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to play out too, Blaze. That's interesting. I feel like it's been a while too since we've like had a BR that's like not the typical 3. That's not like Warzone, Fortnite, or Apex. Usually when I think of a Battle Royale, I just think of those. Before Warzone, obviously, I would think of Blackout, but Blackout. I mean, Blackout's still like a thing, and surprisingly, Blackout still has a very strong scene on Twitch. There's a lot of the people that stream Black Ops 4. A lot of people that stream Black Ops 4 on Twitch, stream Blackout. They don't stream zombies. There are people that have, but it's like a lot of the streamers you'll see stream this game will stream Blackout. Just kind of sucks because I feel like with Blackout, if it wasn't console exclusive and it had crossplay, it would have done really well. But it's only like, it's not crossplay. So it's very limited. That's round? Nice. Is Apex still relevant nowadays? I haven't really heard about it in a while. It still exists and still has a scene, I'm sure. The scene might not be like as big as it used to be, but it's still like alive. It's still has it's still alive and still has a scene. All right, am I getting dogs? Am I getting dogs, or am I gonna have to play the 213? The answer is I got dogs. Nice. So I got a 5-rounder.
Fetch me their soul. Beware of dogs.
It's been forever since I played Apex. I think the last time I actually logged on to Apex was when Fuse came out, but I could not tell you what season that was on. It was a long time ago, and yeah, I don't care for Apex that much. Out of like all the mainline BRs, Fortnite was definitely the one BR I gravitated to the most. All right, 212. So my next dog round is on 217 or 18. Nice. Oh wait, no, I can't throw a Wraithfire yet. After I use Overkill, I'll throw a Wraithfire and take a drink of water. Apex was such a good game, at least for me, but it fell so hard nowadays. But it still has players. Yeah, like, I would like to think a well-known BR like that is still alive in some way, shape, or form. So, like, it still has a scene, but it's nowhere where it was when it was, like, first becoming a thing and first, you know, becoming known and stuff like that. Wait, hold on. Not gonna do that yet.
Kiss and make up. Too bad you can't.
Oh my god, none of these waters are open. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to wait then. The cap wasn't like loose, so I couldn't take it off like with one hand. The people that really like Blackout nowadays really love Blackout. Yeah. Blackout is like a whole separate, like, it's like a whole separate scene on, I mean, just like how, like, multiplayer and zombies is, it's like separate communities, you know? But, like, a lot of the people that stream Blackout on Twitch, or a lot of people that stream Black Ops 4 on Twitch stream Blackout and not zombies. It's very interesting to me that, like, yeah, that game is still, Blackout is still, like, very loved. And it's cool that it has a scene. They've never left it. They've been there since 2018. I mean, that's cool. Like, for as old, like, Black Ops 4 is already a really old game, which is crazy to think that this game came out essentially 7 years ago. But for how old this game is, it's still crazy that this game is still, like, alive in some way, shape, or form. Despite it not being zombies, the game itself is still alive, and that's very, you know, I think that's still very nice to see. Because not every game, like, turns out that way, you know? Especially not every Call of Duty game turns out that way. Alright, now I can drink water. Or not. Dude, are you... I gotta wait a second. Okay, well now I can't, because you're here. Fucking cap, dude. Ugh. The cap on the bottle was not on all the way. Or, like, the cap would not, like, detach. Just got a Sentinel on a 10 key case when I bought it with 4K salvage. Nice! That's some crazy luck right there, Blaze. It's kind of funny that you bought it first before you got it, like, out of a crate. Out of a 10 key crate, too. That's crazy. That's cool that you have the Sentinel now. I promise you, if you use that fight during the Mephistopheles fight, or use that gun during the Mephistopheles fight, you won't be disappointed. It's the best gun to use against him, for sure.
Ain't your day, is it? It's mine.
Yeah, it's still very cool that Blackout, or Black Ops 4 has like, still has somewhat of a scene on Twitch. I feel like if the game did have crossplay, it would have like done better. But it still does very good for the category, despite how old the game is, clearly. Have you seen the game No, I'm Not Human? I have not heard of that game, Butters. I haven't heard of it. Is it a game that is out, or is it a game that's coming out? It came out last month? Okay. What kind of a game is it? I don't know why, I just got like a random sense of deja vu. It's so weird. From like just saying that. That feeling is like the most, it's so weird. I can never explain it. It's just very weird and very unsettling whenever it happens. You're like, huh, could have sworn I thought of this before. I'll read your message in a second. I just want to get in a spot where I can use this overkill. There we go. It's like a puzzle horror game, I guess. I'm not really sure, but it looks really interesting. Let's check it out. No, I have not heard of it or have heard of like any friends like mentioning it. Whoa, what the hell? I had a throw like that. I also don't really mind puzzle games. There's a puzzle game I played maybe like... Oh my god, was it last year or was it 2023? I think it was in 2023. No, I think it was last year. There's a puzzle game I got recommended by a friend. It was called Manifold Garden. Really, really interesting puzzle game, but I really liked it. I played through it entirely. It was a really cool game. There were some parts of it though where I was really like getting stumped. I mean, that's what puzzle games are meant to do, but it's a really cool game. I like it. I would recommend it if you like puzzle games. Oh shit. Yeah, it's called Manifold Garden. It's like very trippy too. Like the visuals in that game are really like trippy and really cool to look at. Hey, yeah, I have to check it out, Butters. Whoa. I have full ammo on the MX-9. Alright. Water, please.
Ooh, I'm good at this. Just ask me.
Alright. I needed that. I was really thirsty. All this talking does definitely, like, make me want to have water. It's kind of the norm when it comes to being a chatty. Being chattier at times on stream. Just need some water. Indie games are so much better than AAA games nowadays. Yeah, it seems like that is the case. It seems like it is. Like, it's like a special kind of appreciation. I get what you mean. I mean, really, the only AAA games that I play is Call of Duty Zombies and Fortnite. That's it.
Who's up first?
Any other game that I've, like, touched is usually, like, an indie game of some sort. Like, I don't really, like, venture out and play a whole lot of new games, but, like, COD Zombies and Fortnite are really, like, the go-to AAA games that I play. Are you interested in GTA 6 at all? Somewhat. My mentality is, like... My mentality with the game is, like, I have friends that are also interested in the game, so if they end up going through and playing it, I'll play it with them, but if not, I will probably skip out on it. But then again, if I may be curious enough to try the story, because this GTA 5 story I really liked a lot, and it's, I like the GTA 5 so much, or story so much, that I actually played through it the 3 times to see the 3 different endings. Like, I really like that story mode. So, I may be inclined to do that on GTA 6. It just depends on my feelings at that point in time. Right now, since the game is not, like, out yet, or it's not anywhere close to being out, it's kind of like, that's where my thoughts are. I may try the story, and if my friends are interested in playing it, I'll probably get the game with them. Rockstar always makes 10 out of 10 games. I can say and vouch for the GTA games. Like, I enjoyed GTA 4 when that was the main game, and I played that. I played GTA 4 before 5 came out. I like GTA 4. I like GTA 5 a lot, and the online is, like, what made the game really fun. I think I, like, stopped playing GTA primarily because at the time, you know, like, Black Ops 3 was not out yet, and the most recent Treyarch game was BO2. So, like, GTA 5 kind of served as, like, a filler game to play with friends because, 2013, there was no zombies, and Exo Zombies I didn't really, like, invest a whole lot of time in when AW was out. So, like, GTA and AW multiplayer were, like, the filler games before Black Ops 3 came out. And I played that game. Like, before I played that game. So I did enjoy 5 a lot within, like, the first few years of it being out. But I can't speak on Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2 since I haven't played those games, but I was told that Red Dead Redemption 2 is, like, both Red Dead Redemption and 2 are, like, really good games. They take forever for games, but they always go above and beyond with expectations. I've heard nothing but good things about Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, which are also Rockstar games, so, like, if you don't play GTA and you play those games, I have been told those games are really good too. You gotta be that. Man. I'm glad I got that, but I was not that far off from full power already, which kind of sucks. Hey, what's up, Floaties? How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? Sorry, give me 1 second. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just continuing my Alpha Omega high round. Got the 208 yesterday. I hit round 200 on Monday. I got the 208 yesterday, and today before I leave for my trip, I actually just wanted to progress the game a little bit more. Probably going to be stopping within the next 3 rounds or so. 2 or 3 rounds, I'm probably going to, like, stop. So I will not see my second dog round. But it's going pretty good, Floaties. I can't complain. Just looking forward to this vacation that I'll be taking today. And yes, I am going somewhere. I'm going out of state to visit some friends of mine on the other side of the U.S., coast to coast. Not going to say where due to privacy reasons, but Yeah, I got an upcoming vacation, and I'm going with my girlfriend and everything, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're going because it's my birthday. It's my birthday this weekend, so yeah, it's gonna be like a little vacation for my birthday. I'm very much looking forward to it. I've heard the Max Payne series is good too, Butters. I've heard it's good. I've never played those games myself, but I've heard those games are also good. Everyone's birthday is in October. I know, right? I know a lot of people that have October birthdays. It's so strange. There's a lot of people I know in like my IRL life that just have birthdays in October. It's so strange. And thank you. Yours is in October too? That's crazy. Yeah, everyone's there's a lot of people I know that have birthdays in October. You too, Blaze? That's crazy. It's just, I don't know what it is, but October is just that month, I guess, for birthdays. So a lot of Libras and Scorpios that just, you know, I don't know. It's so weird that there's like a lot of October birthdays. Or just a lot of people I know. It's crazy. But thank you for the happy early birthday wishes, Floaties. I appreciate it. My actual birthday is on Sunday, so I won't be like home to stream on my birthday, but my 5-year stream anniversary is gonna probably be the week I come back from my vacation, which I'm gonna announce. I'm gonna announce that later today before I leave. Like, I have to do it today. I wanted to do it the last 2 days, and I told myself I would, but I haven't. But I'm gonna do it. I have to do it today for sure, because I have to give people at least a week heads up. Like, it's gonna be on this day at this time, and this is what's gonna be in the stream, you know? So I have to announce it before I leave. I will not allow myself to forget that. Or to, like, yeah, I won't allow myself to forget that or not do that before I leave. I have to do it today. Yours was on the 3rd? Well, happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday, Floaties. Nice. Pretty sure I'm going over to my stepdad's, and that sounds like a good Sunday dinner right there, Butters. Nice, dude. Sounds like a good way to celebrate your birthday. Nice. Brisket does sound pretty good. I think the last time I had brisket was when I went to Dallas back in April. Yeah, that was the last time I ever had brisket. Pretty sure it was when I went to Dallas. So it's been a minute since I've had that. I hope you enjoy your birthday dinner though, Butters. That sounds really good. Still gotta decide like what I'm gonna like. What's gonna be the plan for like my actual, because since my birthday's on Sunday, I'm not sure what I'm gonna have on the night of my birthday, but I have to figure that out. You can't wait for it? Yeah, it's gonna be good. Brisket's just insanely good. But yeah, when I get back from my trip and everything, I'll talk about it more with you guys. It's just at the time being, I'm gonna wait to talk about it.
Kiss and make up? Too bad. You
Sorry, I want to hear this song.
You don't have a head anymore.
What did I just throw? I threw what's called a Wraith Fire. So in this game, floaties, unlike other COD zombie games, well, actually in IW there are different grenades. Oh, before that? The shit was crazy. Yeah, so in this game, floaties, Black Ops 4, I mean, actually they were introduced in Black Ops 3. So in Black Ops 3, you can get different specialist weapons that you'd have to do like a side egg for or build. In this game, they are just a core part of zombies. You just select which one you want to load in with. And you can kind of see on the bottom of my screen next to that shield and where my grenades are, you can see it. Basically, the specialist I have selected is called Overkill. So I pull out a minigun, and what that minigun could do is I can fire the regular minigun, or I can shoot rockets out of it like this, or more so like a grenade launcher attachment to it. And then the third ability, which you'll see me do in just a second, because I wait for it to deplete a little bit. The third ability is you'll throw it out, and it will activate a nuke that will kill every single zombie that's spawned in. So there's obviously like the nuke power-up in zombies, but that's like a disposable nuke, essentially, that you could use yourself.
I promise I'm not trying to hog all the kills.
And that's what it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's 4 different specialists. There's 8 different specialists in this game, but for the Ether story maps, this is an Ether map, it's not a Chaos map. There's 4 I can choose from. There's Overkill, which is basically the minigun like you just see in this game. There is a flamethrower that you could use, which from memory, I think it's just kind of like okay, but it's not used for any high round strats. There's a katana called the Path of Sorrows, where you can basically melee kill zombies. You run extremely fast. You have this really insanely fast dash that you can do that kills any zombie you touch or come across. And then you could also, I think the level 3 ability is you shroud yourself and you become invisible to zombies for a few seconds while you do it, or while it's activated. And then there's also this other specialist called the Ragnaroks, where you basically put these things on the ground and they will kill zombies that come across it. They're almost kind of like landmines if you want to like dumb it down, but they're these little things you could place on the ground. Any zombie that walks through it will pretty much die. And you can also do like this ground pound kind of thing with the Ragnaroks that will kill any zombie you ground pound. Yeah, the Path of Sorrows is it's also in Black Ops 3, but in Black Ops 4, it's like a mainline ability that you could use in your game.
You can't. You don't have a head anymore.
But yes, you're right. It's something that you can use in Black Ops 3 multiplayer, or if you're playing Revelations, you can get it in Revelations. You are correct. And yeah, with the way specialists work in this game, basically the way they work is when you start out a game, you can kind of see on the Overkill that there is a 3, like right underneath it. So the way it works is when you initially start off a zombies game, your specialists will be at level 1. In order to rank up your specialist weapon, you have to get kills with it. And the more kills you get with it, you'll unlock more abilities for it. So initially when you get Overkill, all you'll be able to do is fire the minigun normally like that. But the level 2 ability is the grenade launcher that you see me using right now. And then the level 3 ability is the nuke that you see me use at the end of the ability. That's how it works. That zombie's gonna get through. No, he got it. But yeah, that's essentially how specialists work in this game.
The meat grinder, puss buckets.
They're also in Black Ops 3, but in Black Ops 3, you have to unlock it. It's not something you load into the game with. Usually you have to do a side Easter egg for it, or you just have to build it, or you get it out of the box.
You guys ain't patriots.
What round are you going for? This game is going to go until it's no more. So I'm going to play it out until it ends due to an error or something. I don't know. It's just going to go until it stops. Is there a round cap on Black Ops 4? Yes, there is, but the round cap is actually unobtainable, and no one will ever reach the round cap in this game. There is a way to hit the round cap with the glitch on Ancient Evil, with the round skip you get on Ancient Evil, but it's not, like, through legitimate ways, there's no way to reach it. Because you're just going to... Your game is going to end before you ever get the chance to see it. Doesn't it reset the number or something? Yeah, so the round cap in this game is actually the same round cap on Black Ops Cold War, which is 935. But because of the way the round progression works in this game and how it's similar to Black Ops 3, if you're playing on normal difficulty, you will never see it. You will never be able to get to it because the rounds progressively get longer in this game. And the rounds will get so long to the point where you will be in a round for over an hour, and you'll just never see it. So that's what makes high rounds in this game unique, is because it's not a race to see when you'll hit the round cap. It's just you play out a game and see how far you can get into the game before the game, like, you know, resets or your game crashes or something happens. It makes high rounds very unique in this game. It's not like Black Ops 3 or Cold War or BO6 where it's just a race to hit round cap. Or Black Ops 2 as well, because Black Ops 2 has a round cap as well. It can't be reached, Butters, because your game is going to hit the internal reset time before you reach 935. And like I said, because of the way the round progression works in this game and how rounds will progressively get longer, you will never reach it. Even on a map like Tog or Toten, you won't reach it. You will never reach it. Yeah, it's like Black Ops, in a sense, yeah. It's where, if you're in a game for an X amount of time, your game will reset and the game will end. It's precisely how it works. Like, works in World at War, Black Ops 1, BO2. Basically in any game it works. You'll come across a reset. Or in some games that are more unstable, like IW, you actually will just, your game will most likely crash to an error before you actually hit the reset time. Because IW is very unstable in high rounds. And if you're wondering what the reset time is on this game, the internal reset time on this game is at around 521 hours. And unlike other games in the Call of Duty Zombies, in Black Ops 4, the in-game timer will only progress if you're actually playing the game. It will not progress if your game is paused. So anytime you're paused, it won't count toward the reset. Where in previous games, it would count. Because it still will, for whatever reason, count entities when you're paused. But in this game, it doesn't do that in this game. And to explain the round counter thing, the number that you're talking about, in this game, once you get to round 256, you actually won't see the round counter on your screen. It will disappear. even though you are on round 256, it won't display the number 256 on the game. But then once you reach round 257, it will start displaying the tally marks as if you were on round 1, like at the beginning of a zombies game. And the round counter will essentially just reset itself. So, usually to anyone that has played and has done high rounds on this game and has gotten past a round counter reset, they will put a, if they're able to, if they're, you know, streaming through OBS, they will put a graphic on screen that will show viewers that they are past 256. And hypothetically speaking, if this game were to reach that point, I would have to do that. So that way you guys would know that I'm actually on a higher round than what the game displays. Yeah, it's like the round counter will go back to round 1, but you're actually not on round 1. Like, you're very much on round 256. It's just the game does not display it correctly for some reason. But in future games, it does. I think initially when Cold War Zombies came out, it also had the same, it did not display correctly in the beginning of Cold War Zombie days. But now it does. The round counter will go up as you get past, for any round that you're on. It'll just go up to 935 and stop there. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, that's round. Nice. I don't know where my last zombie was, but that's round. Alright. I will play out the rest of 214 and 15, and that's probably going to be the stream. So I've been live now for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and this game has gone on for just over 2.5 hours. What is that, Carpenter?
This is my house.
I remember launch Cold War, it did restart. Yeah, I remember that too. So anybody that was like streaming Cold War Zombie high rounds on like D Machine, they would just put a graphic on screen if they were past the round counter reset to show that they're further in the game than what's displayed. But yeah, now that's been fixed. That was fixed a long time ago. I played Cold War 5 hours earlier than I should have because I changed my Xbox location. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I like this song too. It's a good one. And Eminem's got a lot of great songs. A lot of throwbacks. But yeah. It's very funny that you, like, yeah, that is a way to play early. Also, how's it going, Dammy? How are you doing today? How's it going? It's going pretty good. How about yourself? I am just doing the Alpha Omega high round, continuing it today. I'm going to be playing the rest of this round in 215 and probably stop, because that will mark the 8-round progression that I'm kind of sticking to for now. So once I reach 216, I'll stop. But it's going pretty good. I hit round 200 on this high round on Monday, and I'm just trying to progress it. The rounds are getting noticeably longer, so that's why I'm not doing like 10-round sessions anymore. Because every round is about 30 minutes at this point. Damn near close to 30 minutes, so I'm just no longer going to be doing 10-round sessions anymore. It's just not going to give me... I'm just not going to have the time to. PlayStation doesn't let you do that, unfortunately. Yeah, no, PlayStation doesn't allow you to do something like that to get past, to get around something like that, unfortunately. It's cool though that on Xbox you're able to do that though, Flow Days. That is that's nice. Yeah, how's it going with you, Dammy? How are you doing today? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to anybody that's tuned into the stream today. I really appreciate it. Glad I was able to actually stream before I leave for my trip today. So I'm like, nice. I was able to get 3 streams in this week before I have to go. So I'm very happy with that. Because I won't be able to stream the rest of this week after today. But I will return next week. I've only gotten 1 power-up, and it was a carpenter. So I don't know what the next ones are going to be. I have to kind of pay attention, because I need to know. Okay, well, that's something I don't want. So we're going to get that. And it was right where the jump-up spot is, so that's going to mess up spawns. Or their pathing, at least. Not spawns. You remember I followed you on Infinite Warfare live months ago? Yeah, I do remember, and I appreciate you taking time to tune in again, Dammy. Thank you. It means a lot. I know I'm not playing IW right now. I'm on Black Ops 4, but it means a lot that you would tune in and check out the stream again, so thank you. I gotta wait. I feel like I used that equipment, like, way too late. Okay. I don't know if that was too far to the right. Too far to the right, it's gonna miss the zombies coming out of the bunker. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna have to melee a zombie or 2. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, to anybody that didn't know about how, if there is a round counter or anything on this game, now you know. It's just now you also know that it exists, but it's unobtainable.
I'm ready to deliver a beatdown. Who's up first?
I'm in a good mood, feeling good today. I'm hoping benching will be amazing. That's good. If you're like already in a good mood and you're having a good day, Butters, then I'm sure your gym session will go just fine, man. Sure, it'll go just fine. As long as you can understand that, like, not, because I remember the other day you didn't have like a good gym session, so as long as you can understand that not every session is going to be like what you expect it to be, you're going to have your days. And as long as you understand that, then that's good. It's important to understand that. Everybody has their days. Be it with the gym or work or something, you know? It's just how it is. That's how life be. No energy drink to chug, though, unfortunately. Do you have another way to get caffeine? Because I know, I do remember you saying you do rely on, like, you do rely on that before your sessions. I gotta throw this! There you go. I still have only gotten 2 drops. I'm expected 2 more.
Dempsey just got you on the leaderboard.
Oh, I love this song. You're on like your 4th or 5th cup of coffee. That's, oh my god. Do you usually have your, how do you like your coffee, Butters? Actually, to anybody that drinks coffee in the stream, how do you guys like your coffee? I'm just very curious on that. I know everybody's like different. Some people like it with creamer, some people just drink it straight the way you brew it, which, yeah. Am I gonna get a drop here?
I ain't ever backing down.
Nah. Nah. I just drink it black or with milk. Okay. Some milk, some sugar. Nice. Yeah, I know some people that, like... I'm very much someone that, I will definitely... It's interesting hearing that. I am definitely someone, I will say right now, I cannot drink coffee black. I cannot. It is way too bitter for me, and I just am not a fan of the taste. Even, like, just using regular milk or, you know, half and half, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Like, for me, I am usually someone that tends to use, like, flavored creamers whenever I have coffee. Like, I am, like, a big fan, especially in this season right now, I am, like, the biggest fan for, like, pumpkin spice. And I'm taking advantage of it, like, while it's here, because it's a limited time, you know? So for me, it's, like, a lot of pumpkin spice. But if not, I usually will use, like, French vanilla creamer. Like, Coffee Mate French vanilla creamer. That you could just find at, like, your local store, you know? It's usually what I use. Yeah, no, black coffee, I've never been a fan. I think it's because when I first had coffee, I had it with, like, French vanilla creamer. So for me, that was, like, my first experience or exposure to coffee. But, like, drinking it black is... No. It's way too bitter. It's definitely an acquired taste. And that's... It ain't for me.
Ain't your day, is it?
Okay, so I got a Carpenter, Nuke, and a Max Ammo. I got one more drop this round. My first cup today, I used milk just to finish off the gallon, but the other cups I've just been straight black. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I just find it interesting that people that do, like, drinking coffee like that. I just was never a fan. It's just, it is very bitter. Yo, what's going on, Will? How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? And Flixen, what's up, guys? How's it going? Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Glad to see you back to streaming after all those issues. Yeah, I returned to streaming pretty recently. Like, last week was my... Was it last week or the week before? My sense of time was thrown off. But, yeah, pretty recently, I got back into streaming after having those issues that I was talking about and where I wasn't able to stream for a few weeks. But I've been back for, I am back.
Promise I'm not trying to hog
And, yeah, during my, for anybody that doesn't know, I started this Alpha Omega high round during my 2 weeks that I wasn't streaming, and I'm just kind of continuing off of that game. And I did record it, so if you guys, if anybody's curious and wants to watch the full gameplay, you can check out the pinned comment on chat, if you'd like to. Yeah, I started this game when I was having streaming issues, and now that those issues are gone, I can actually, like, play this game on stream. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I can't complain. Have you considered you may need some more points? I think I might need some more points. I totally don't have 4 million points, and I totally cannot get any more points. I'm not a fan of black coffee either. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, it's each your own though. It's just it's a very bitter taste. Hey, I hope you're doing well, Will, and Flixen, thank you as well for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm only going to be playing until I reach round 216, and then I'll be stopping, because I'm only progressing 8 rounds this stream, because that's what I did last stream. These rounds are getting so long to the point where I can no longer, like, play out 10 rounds straight, so I'm only playing out 8. And with time, that number is gonna slowly start to go down. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream once I reach round 216. I used Arsenal Accelerator already. I have one more drop, so I could get an insta-kill. And that's what I'm waiting on. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have one more drop. Remind me, what's the cap for BO4 again, round-wise? The round cap in this game is 935. But the round cap, I was just... Funny you actually said that, Will, because I was actually talking about that not too long before you joined. Maybe like 15 minutes ago I was talking about it. But I was explaining how in this game, the round cap is exactly the same as Cold Wars. It's 935. But because of the way the round progression works on this game and how it's very similar to BO3's round progression, you will never... it's not possible to reach. You will reset before you ever reach 935. So it's inhumanly possible to reach. To reach legitly, at least. Because there is like a round skip glitch you can do on Ancient Evil, but it's not intentional by any means. It's a glitch. Like by normal means and just playing the game the way like you should be, it's not possible. And also, to add to that, the round counter will actually reset after round 256. On round 256, the round counter will actually disappear, and then on round 257, you will start seeing the tally marks as if you just started the game again. But when you see the tally marks, you're actually on... The game is still progressing, but the round counter will just reset itself. So if you're doing a high round and you are streaming on OBS... you just have to put a graphic on screen explaining that you are actually past what the game is telling you.
Which one of you meat sacks wants to die first?
But yeah, that's how it works in this game. Yo, Will, thank you for the 9 months, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Panzer round 8. Watch out.
Panzer round 8, watch out. Yeah, I should watch out, dude. Will, thank you so much for the 9 months, dude. I really appreciate that. The tier 1 as well. Thank you so much, Will. Much appreciated. Always appreciate the support you send, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Thanks, I'm doing good. A little hectic, but other than that, it's good so far. I'm glad to hear that, Flixen. And you know, we all have our hectic moments at times. Like, that's just how life is. But it is good, nonetheless, to hear that, you know, you are doing good. I'm very happy to hear that, dude. And thank you as well for tuning in. I do appreciate that. I'm happy to hear that, dude. I have all the BO formats. I have actually yet to play Alpha Omega. Really? Okay. What I will say is this map has gotten mixed reviews between people. I've met some people that really like this map. I met some people that really dislike this map. But as I will say with any map that I have played and experienced, you want to have an opinion for yourself? Nice, that's my 4th drop. You want to, like, know what it's like for yourself? I would play it yourself. And I am going to focus here, so I'm not going to talk for a bit. I knew it.
Oh, I'm paying that back. With hatred.
Nice. Yeah, during insta-kills power-ups, I have to kind of focus because I will use Temporal Gift to make sure that insta-kill lasts for 1 minute. And I just kind of have to focus because if I'm not and I mistime my reloads, I could get overran. There's been a few instances where my Dying Wish has almost gone off a second time. It's only gone off 1 time in this entire game, but I just will focus a lot whenever that happens. Okay, end of this round, just be sure to get more ammo for the MX-9 since I'm out. And yeah, that was my 4 drops, so I won't receive any more drops this round. To be fair, I heard bad stuff about Blood, but I really enjoyed my time with it casually and doing the Easter egg with people. Yeah, I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, Will, you're gonna have varying opinions. Like, zombie map opinions are gonna be subjective no matter, like, the scenario, you know? Because, yeah, I've met a lot of people that really dislike Blood of the Dead, primarily because of the Easter egg and how challenging it could be. But I've also come across people that really like it. And for me, Blood of the Dead is actually one of my favorite maps in this entire game. I really do like the Easter egg. The Easter egg is challenging, but it is fun to do. I do like it. So that's just my opinion of it. But yeah, I've come across, like, I've seen both sides of the argument where people really dislike Blood and people really, like, say it's their favorite map, you know? Or favorite Easter egg. And I will admit, like, yeah, if you're doing that Easter egg solo, it is difficult. It is a difficult Easter egg to do by yourself, but it is fun. It is a challenge. It is definitely a challenge. I wasn't aware there was a 4 drop cap per round. Yeah, that's how it's worked in a lot of games, Will. There are 4 drops that, like, the drops that you get from zombies, you can only get 4 drops a round. Unless you're playing a map that has, like, special zombies or boss zombies, like Margwas or, like, Panzers and stuff like that, where they can drop power-ups, that's different. But, like, from the zombies themselves, you can only get 4 a round.
You ain't welcome here.
Turns out my sister wants to go to the store real quick before I take her to work. So I could have gotten an energy drink. I don't know if drinking one after 4 to 5 cups of coffee is a great idea. I feel like you've gotten, I mean, that's just your judgment call, Butters. I feel like with 4 to 5 cups of coffee, you definitely got enough caffeine for your workout, but you're really feeling like you need more. That, you know, that's up to you. But I do feel like with 4 to 5 cups, that's plenty of caffeine that you should feel for before you work out, you know? That's my opinion, but, you know, it's your call at the end of the day. I never really noticed at all. Yeah, but, well, I guess now you know, Will. I'll buy one for tomorrow. That's a good idea since you're out. You can always buy it for tomorrow's workout. That's a good idea. But yeah, Will, it's been a thing in every single game. The only map, to my knowledge, that, I mean, as far as the Treyarch games, that's how it goes. Shadows of Evil is actually a map where there are only 2 drops around. Some people have said that was intentional by the devs, and other people have made the argument saying it's a bug and that shouldn't be a thing. But yeah, Shadows of Evil is actually 2 drops around, it's not 4. It's 2 drops around on rounds where you get a Margwa. You can make it 3 drops around, and then you could also get drops from opening the pods on Shadows of Evil as well.
This is my house.
That's how it works. That's why for, like, most high rounds that people do, and they're trying to, like, see how far they can get, they will keep track of their drop cycle. And to even go more on that, obviously, you know, I mean, this should be common knowledge that if you have a certain amount of windows breached, carpenters will be added to your drop cycle. That should be like a known thing, or like for That's been a known thing in COD Zombies, but yeah, if you have a certain number of windows breached, you'll get carpenters, and carpenters will be added to your cycle. But on the older games, if you don't have any windows breached, you will get 4 drops around. So you'll get your insta-kill, double points, max ammo, and a nuke. That's how it works. Black Ops 1 introduced fire sales, so if you move the box and you get fire sales will be added to your drop cycle, so you'll have 6 drops around, or depending on where your strat is, you'll have 5. If you if you don't have all the window or a certain amount of windows breached, you can have 5. 5 drops in the cycle, or 6. But you still will only receive 4 drops around. That's just how it works. Except if you're playing Shadows, it's only 2. Yep, that's how it works on the Treyarch games.
Popping and dropping him sure feels good.
Is Ethereal Razor what's causing the ballistic knife to be a one-shot? It's a very long time since I saw a Alpha Omega high rounds. No, so what Ethereal Razor does is Ethereal Razor allows me to melee multiple zombies at a time. Because if I didn't have Ethereal Razor, I'd only be hitting one zombie with my melee. But Ethereal Razor creates an AoE based melee attack, so you hit more than one zombie when you melee. What's causing the ballistic knife to be a one-hit right now is Electric Burst and Modifier. Basically, to quickly talk about that, Electric Burst in this game is essentially Electric Cherry in previous games, in BO2 or BO3. But when Electric Burst is in your modifier slot, if you reload your gun for 10 seconds, you will have a one-hit melee attack that you can do on the zombies for 10 seconds. And because this is on normal difficulty and the zombies' health caps at round 35, that will forever be a one-shot in your game. That's how it works. Yep, that's how it works. Yeah, if Electric Burst was in any other slot except my modifier, it would just give me the electric field effect when I reload. But when it's in modifier, it gives you the 10-second melee damage buff. And all you gotta do to recharge it in this strat, that's why you see me look at the ground and shoot the ballistic knife. Because all you have to do is shoot at the ground, reload. Because you shoot at the ground, you pick up your ballistic knife that you shot at the ground. And yeah, anytime it runs out, you can just shoot at the ground and recharge it right away and use it. And that's how the strat works. That's how it works. Got a long weekend for my birthday next week, so might use the strat and try to go for a high round. That's a good idea. If you're in the mood for it, I would say, again, another October birthday, by the way. I was talking about it earlier in stream, or not that long ago before you joined. There's a lot of people I know in like my Twitch chat and in my IRL life that just have the same, like just have an October birthday. Not the same birthday, just have an October birthday. So many October birthdays, dude. Yeah, if you're in the mood to try this high round, go for it, dude. It's a very simple strat, and if you want to see how I set up this game, click on the playlist that is pinned on chat right now, and you can just go back to when I initially started this game to give yourself like an idea of like how it works and like the setup and everything. It's a very simple setup. The only thing that's gonna be annoying is trying to get the ballistic knife from the box. Because You want to try and get the ballistic knife from the box as quickly as you can, because sometimes the box can move into a spot where you're unable to obtain it unless you open the ventilation, which in that case you would want to have to reset because the high round strat will become slower and a bit more difficult if you open the ventilation. But yeah, basically for this high round strat, all you do is you open your way through the map, turn on the first power switch in cul-de-sac, and as you're buying your way through the map, you want to buy through the greenhouse as opposed to the yellow house. And yeah, once you buy your way through greenhouse, you go through the bunker, go all the way through the bunker to the yellow house backyard, which is where I'm at right now. And this is where you play a lot of the strat. And the reason why this also works is because the door behind me is closed. There is a door that there are two doors in the yellow house you can open. You can open the first door from the cul-de-sac to access the perk machine. But if you open the second door, the strat that I'm doing now would be ruined because the zombies would spawn behind that door. And there's also a door, like, down there, below the balcony, where they can also spawn and run through. To be fair, I should probably play them up at least once before I do a high round attempt, so no...
Too bad, you can't.
How to do PAP or anything. Yeah, I get what you mean. I feel, yeah, that's like the best way. Like, before you do any high round, get a feel for how the map is and see what the map layout is like before you start playing it. Otherwise, you're just gonna get lost. I absolutely agree with that. If you've ever played Nuketown Zombies in Black Ops 2, just think of it like that, but there's a bit more added to the map. I mean, every single Ether map in this game is just a remake of a pre-existing map. So, like, where you spawn in on this map is different from where you spawn in on Nuketown. Nuketown Zombies on BO2 is quite literally the same spots you'd run in the multiplayer map. But in Zombies, in BO4 Zombies, it's different. It's more added to it. Sadly, I played Nuketown Zombies. You say sadly like it's a bad thing, which is interesting. You make that sound like a bad thing. But yeah, this map is it's a pretty simple map layout to understand. That's round. Sometimes when you end the round, you have to come down here to respawn the zombies.
Nikolai's softer. Plus he's marinated.
Alright, 215. Nice, dude. Alright, this will be the last full round I play, and then I'll end stream after this. We're only about to end round. Yep. These rounds are pretty lengthy at this point in the game. They are just about a half an hour long, and then some. The rounds can be somewhat faster than that right now if I get insta-kills and full powers, but if not, they're easily a half an hour long. They're pretty lengthy. That's why I am no longer doing 10 round progression, or 10 round sessions. Doing 10 round sessions was not a problem before, but now it's to the point where I'm like, yeah, 10 rounds is like, if I do 10 rounds, I'm easily going to be pushing like a 4-hour stream, and I usually stream anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, so yeah, I'm just not going to do that. What was the time to 100? I'd have to look back, but it didn't take. It took less than 4 hours. I can tell you that. You'd have to go back in my playlist to see my 100 time. I feel like it was between the 3 and 4 hour mark, though. It's definitely less than 4 hours, but it was more than 3. I just can't give you an exact time, because I really do not remember. I can tell you my 200 time, though. My 200 time was around 27 hours. What the hell? What was that? Like, I was shaking for a moment. If you had unlimited elixirs, what would you be running instead of these 4? That's a good question, because with the strat like this, well, I would still run Temporal, because Temporal will make for 1 minute insta-kills, which is really nice. I would also probably run, probably Raindrops. That way I can just have a disposable full power I can use every single round and an insta-kill. Those are like the 2 go-to ones I would use for sure. As far as the other ones, I'm not too sure. I don't know if I'd run Perkaholic, because really the only other perk for this... Actually, maybe, I don't know. Because the only other perks I could see being useful for this would be Time Slip, Quick Revive, and Winter's Wail. Time Slip so that way I could have 40-second Wraith Fires instead of 60-second Wraith Fires, which would mean I could play a tad bit faster. Quick Revive would allow me to heal faster, so that would make the insta-kills, the insta-kill part of the map a little bit easier for healing and staying alive. And then Winter's Wail for preventing myself from dying. I don't know, but definitely, like, Temporal and Raindrops would definitely be, like, the go-to drops to use. The thing is, though, about that, Will, and I'm not sure if you know this, if you have unlimited elixirs, you can only use an elixir, I believe it's 250 times before the game will count it as you not having it anymore. It's really weird in this game. Like, you would think if you have unlimited elixirs, you could use it as many times as you want, but this game actually has like a hard cap when you're actually in the game and use an elixir. You can only use it a certain amount of times before it's just gone for the rest of the game. I did not know that. Learning a lot today. Yeah, I learned that from Jake, or Zombie Guru, he's also known as. But yeah, he was doing an alpha, not alpha omega. He was doing a Tiger Totem high round with using mega elixirs, and he got past like round 300. But after a certain point in his game, he lost his mega elixirs, or a few of his mega elixirs, because if you use them a certain amount of times, they will actually just run out. Even though, like, you could start off the game with 999 theoretically, you can only use it a certain amount of times before the game counts it as being gone. It's just how the game is, like, programmed. It's just weird. But yeah, I learned that from him, because I actually didn't know that until I saw, like, wait, he had unlimited elixirs going into the game, but then he ran out. And then, yeah, it's because it's hard capped when you're actually playing a game. Also, what's going on, Zach? How's it going, dude? How are you doing today? Is the ballistic knife always a one-hit kill? The ballistic knife is a one-hit kill as long as electric burst goes off. When it's not activated, it will not be a one-hit kill. That's why I'm, yeah, using electric burst and modifier. Sorry, I don't want to hear that song. Yeah, how's it going, Zach? How are you doing today? So you shoot the floor and it triggers it? Yes, so I can explain that right now. So right now, electric burst is obviously not activated because you have to reload for electric burst to go off. So what I do to activate it is I just shoot the ground. I pick up the knife I shot at the ground because it's the you can pick up ammo with the ballistic knife. And for 10 seconds, I have a one-hit melee. And to get that one-hit melee back, I just have to shoot at the ground again once it deactivates. And there's no cooldown or anything on this perk. It's a really broken perk if you're doing this strat that I'm doing right now. Yeah, reloading will trigger electric burst. It's the same way how electric cherry worked in previous games. You have to reload. That's how it works. The world record. So in this category, I think my game is the current record, but the actual high round record for Alpha Omega is 304 by Mexmore. During doing the normal high round strat, it's 304. And the reason why I say this game, I think, is because for some reason, this high round with this strat is not really well documented on YouTube. There have been people that have hit a certain round doing this high round strat, but there just isn't full gameplay of said high round. So I think my game at this point in time is the only game on that. It's the only Alpha Omega game you could find that's using this strat that's on, like, viewable on YouTube. Because I haven't been able to find full gameplay of somebody else that's gotten this far. I know JZM got into the, like, he died, or his game ended before 200. And then there is another high round player named Ashy that got a 200 using this strat. But, their gameplay isn't, like, viewable. Their full gameplay isn't viewable, so I'm not sure where they ended their game. That's why I say, like, I think my game is the only session on YouTube that is fully viewable. So I'm pretty sure this game is record. Pretty sure this game is record for this category. But before before I hit 200, I was under the impression that Mr. JZM had the record, since he had it documented and everything. But he was in that game, like, much earlier in the year. And that game has long since ended. I did not get to throw that Wraithfire right away because I was trying to fix a song. That's fine.
Good at this. Just ask me.
I feel like even for a zombies game too, Will, to go back on that elixir question, I wouldn't even use something like shopping free to get the map open, like, instantly. Like, it is convenient, but if you're doing a high round and going for a certain round, shopping free just kind of becomes useless and it's kind of a waste of a slot. So I would just like use something else in place of shopping free. Because I know shopping free is like, even in BO4, it is a very useful elixir, but it loses its use after a certain time. In BO3, it's one of the best gums to use if you're playing, doing high rounds using mega gums, because you can use shopping free to get yourself on a new gum cycle. And when you're doing high rounds on BO3, re-hitting the gum machine gets more pricey every single time you use it or as the game progresses. So having an extra hit for free is definitely useful. It's a lot more useful on BO3 than it is on BO4, if you're doing high rounds at least. All right. Going into focus mode again.
On the leaderboard. Right in the brain. The second most sensitive organ. Going through bullets like
Shit.
a drunken sailor. Is that even a saying?
Shit.
You don't want to eat me. Nikolai's softer. Plus it's marinated.
I gotta do it. I'm not gonna risk that. I don't care if, like, I still had insta-kill left. Was very close to having my Dying Wish go off again. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. I wanted to get the most out of that, but I'm just gonna, like, I'd rather just be safe than sorry. Bro. Oh, that was scary. I've gone 100 rounds without my Dying Wish go off, so I'm like, I can pat myself on the back for that, I guess. But yes, I have gone 100 rounds so far without Dying Wish going off. It's only gone off once. Well, that's nice that that happened. I was able to utilize 2 full powers back to back and a temporal insta-kill. So that's good. Considering that this is the last round I'll play today, I'm very happy that I was able to maximize that and get the most out of that. I'm very happy for that.
Which one of you meat sacks wants to die first?
Also, once again, to anybody that is in the stream right now, I did say at some point before I leave for my trip tonight, I will be announcing, I'll probably do it sometime after I end stream. Not like immediately after, but after some time has passed. I would like to say that I have a special announcement that I will be making on my socials. So if you're in my Discord or on Twitter, on YouTube, I'm going to be announcing my 5-year stream anniversary date before I leave for my trip today. So I have to make that announcement before I leave. I'm not going to announce it on stream, but I will post it on the socials because I still have to make the graphic and everything for it. But to anybody watching, I will be announcing that later. Because, yeah, I will be doing my 5-year stream anniversary most likely the week I come back, which I will be back from my trip on Monday next week. So I will be sure to let you guys know in on the date and everything.
Welcome to the meat grinder, puss buckets.
All right. There's a zombie I saw. I don't know how many more drops I'm getting this round, by the way. I just realized. I think that's it on drops. I'm gonna leave Temporal up just in case, but I don't think I'm getting any more this round. I don't think I am. Yeah, wow, it's already 109, okay. Just like look at my time right now. It's already past 1. No, don't do that. It hasn't happened that much this game. You have to be careful with the lunges. I'm just gonna use it. I'm like waiting for a good time so I don't despawn him. I will use Arsenal here.
Popping and dropping him sure feels good.
All right. Oh, hello there. You got past the Wraithfire. I don't know how you did. Sometimes that could happen. It's so weird. I was gonna say too, I think even though there's videos of it already, after this game does end, or whenever that'll be, I am gonna make a video on the strat. So if anybody that, you know, watches my streams and is a part of my community and wants to know how you do this, I'll make a video after this game is over, explaining how to do it. But it's a very simple strat to pick up and understand. It's kind of funny because when I started streaming this, like when I was able to stream and everything, after the 2-week break, I convinced like a few people to give it a try, which I wasn't expecting, but it was kind of funny. It was cool. Happy that, you know, my streams and me doing this can entice some people to give it a try and see what it's like. 'Cause it is pretty easy to pick up and understand if you've played the map before. And I think the main incentive for me is the fact that this is a separate category and a separate, like, legit, you know, category, and it's not a banned strategy for that category. Like, alright, I'll give it a try. Because normally this was banned for, like, years, but now it's unbanned for the other category, so... Like, alright then, I will go for it. I gotta throw this. Ugh! There we go. Okay, that was weird. Like, I thought that was around for a second. There was just a delay in spawns.
This tank is about to run all over you.
I will say at the end of this round, I will pick up more MX9 ammo, so that way when I do have to do insta-kills, I'm, like, not confused or anything. Because I do not have ammo for it. That will be something I do. Who knows, maybe this will be a round where I don't have to respawn a zombie to end round, and it just ends naturally. Because that can happen. Instead of reconnecting to chat, it scared me for a second. Oh my god. I like never hear this in my playlist, even though it's been there for a minute. Throw it. There we go.
I promise I'm not trying to hog all the kills. Just most.
Nice. Didn't kill all the zombies, but it killed a lot of them. Hurry! Almost have overkill again. I feel like I don't have much of this round left. I think it's been a half an hour. I feel like we're getting closer to the round.
Welcome here. I've got some. You won't be back for more.
Harder than Spock. I love this, the ending to this song. You just hear Bismarcky out of nowhere. And the round's still going. I was meleeing to the song for a second. That was funny. Give me a chance to use it. I'm just gonna use it. Fuck it. Screw it. Alright. Yeah, no, they're still spawning.
Never backing down.
It can't be too much longer, I feel. Because I feel like it has been a half an hour invested into this round.
I'm ready to deliver a beatdown. Who's up first?
Actually, no, it's been, I can actually tell you how long it's been in this round. It's been almost 30 minutes. Just based off of, like, a comment in chat, I'm like, yeah, it's been almost 30 minutes. I thought it has been 30 minutes. So it's getting near the end, though. It's been almost 30 minutes.
You want to eat? Go find some trash. Kiss and make up? Too bad, you can't. You don't have a head anymore.
Yeah, still going.
Sit down before I put you down.
I'm not gonna like base the round 2 off of the elixirs this round because I used the elixirs at really weird timings this round. I didn't use them all in the beginning. It's still going. It's been 30 minutes now, so it's only a matter of time, I feel. It's only a matter of time before round's over. I think that's round. They're not spawning anymore. That's 216, guys. Let's go. Nice. Let me just get in the spot I need to get in, and then I'll pause. All right. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, my God. That was 8 rounds I played. That was 8 rounds I played. Jesus. That was a lot of rounds played. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to play 8. Because that was, just like yesterday, that was around 3.5 hours. But I got through it. I got through it. Oh my god. Alright, let me just document this real quick. We're at 33:44:02.95. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is day number 15. Day 15 of the session, dude. It's crazy. Man. This is definitely a good spot to stop in for the next like week or so. 200 was the goal, but I've like gone past that, so it's crazy. Really great stopping point. All right. I'm like letting the song finish because I don't want to end it before like it's almost over. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and enter rest mode. There we go. All right, I'll end the recording here.